Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes!
The offseason, man. We got new coaches. We got trades. We got extensions. We got a lot of different things. But before we get into all of that, I want to remind you that these four guys and the rest of the crew are coming to Las Vegas, and tickets are still on sale on NOTBlive.com. The meet and greet tickets are going fast. So if you want a chance to meet me, Pierre, Mike, and D Mills, secure it at NOTBlive.com. Also, general admission tickets are still there. You get free food, free swag packs, and plus a bunch of different surprises. But we got one other thing. NBA draft is next week. We are also doing some draft work, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be joining with Hoop Streams for the NBA draft. This will be on NBA on ESPN's YouTube channel for free. That's 5 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to see us give analysis on the draft, that's the place to do it.
Don't come meet us empty-handed.
It shouldn't be unexpected either. We do this draft stuff every year.
I want some gifts.
Favorite prospect? Again?
Devin Carter.
And where school did he go to?
Providence.
Okay.
Remains the same.
I want some gifts.
Well, you didn't know it last
in
episode.
Vegas.
So.
Well, I know it now.
You said you want some what?
Gifts.
Some gifts?
Don't come empty-handed.
Wasn't Toronto the only place we got gifts?
Erica set the tone.
Yeah, but nobody followed up with it though. Like other shows after that.
They was one of the last shows.
They were?
It was one of the last shows.
Oh. You're right. I don't remember the order of the
Philadelphia. Think it was Miami. Houston. Or was Houston after Toronto? We also did the Vegas one before Toronto. I think the only one that I remember being after was Denver.
Probably, yeah. You might be right.
So we don't want to go too hard on Toronto. It was one of the best crowds, too.
It was.
So,
it was packed, bro.
Yeah, it was. How y'all feeling, man?
Feeling good, man.
No basketball that was holding you down to what, when it was the playoffs, everybody had to be somewhere at a certain time.
Yeah.
Schedule was a little fluxed.
It was.
Because you couldn't do we would try to go golfing, but it's like, oh man, if they win this game, they might play on that day, so we don't know if we can go around this time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So how
we tried going golfing recently. The Mother Nature said, hell no.
Nah.
Yeah.
And it just came out of nowhere too.
It did. It did. Just like the last time we went golfing before that, we got caught in the rain.
Yes, we were literally on a hole 5, and then it just started torrential downpouring.
Yeah, it's a bad group, I guess. We got bad luck together.
Because KB be by himself and it'd be beautiful.
Man.
KB, you gonna be catching up on your movies this summer?
I don't think so, man. I'm definitely a wait to hit the streaming type thing and then still not watch it.
Yeah, I've been watching Dragon Ball, like the movies.
Did you watch Broly yet? Have you
I watched Broly. The one that came out in 2017, which is like not that long ago, and then also they had one that came out like 2022. It's called Superheroes. I was so mad because it's like Goku's in it. Goku and Vegeta are in it, but they only are in there for like 5 minutes. The rest of it's like about the others. And it's just like, I didn't want to see that.
How much are you getting paid? Why every episode you got a new piece of jewelry?
Oh, this was a gift.
Okay.
Yeah, because last time he had 2 chains. No, last time he got 1 chain. Now
he got 2
chains.
right? And then he got the bracelet on too.
He had the bracelet last episode.
Okay, yeah, stunning.
So you
got a
2 chain
couple
Mike.
accessories.
You 2 chain Mike. I like that.
How was SmackDown?
Where you get your jewelry from?
Secret.
Okay. How was SmackDown?
Amazing. As always. I think they always put on a good show here in Chicago. It's one of the biggest markets. So
Did you and Kyron sit together?
no, he actually said, so like if the walkway is here, I'm on the left, he's on the right.
But y'all was close to each other though?
No, he was on the
No,
opposite.
he put a picture in Snap of seeing Darrick across the
Kyron
way.
be trying to wait for the deals. And
Yeah.
I
mean, that
had
makes
texted
sense
him and
for
asked him,
Kyron.
like, did you buy your ticket yet? He was like, nah, I'm waiting. They added some more tickets. I think they're going to drop them. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to play this game. I'm going to just buy my ticket now.
My type of guy. My type of guy.
And
Some
he waited.
things are worth the deal. Some things are not. Y'all are too big of wrestler fans to wait. You know what I'm saying?
I'll wait a little bit. But at some point, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not waiting no more.
Did the surprise go as planned?
I don't know. I wasn't near him, so I didn't.
Okay.
I'm assuming he brought her.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What was the surprise?
He's supposed to be surprising his mom with some tickets.
Oh, shit.
So shout out to OG.
Oh, she a wrestling fan too?
Guess so.
Oh, look at that.
No, the apple don't fall. It don't fall too far from the tree.
Oh man!
All right, let's get into the trade. We had a trade.
Come on, man.
Alex Caruso got traded for Josh Giddey 1-for-1 straight up.
You don't really see deals like this happen, where it's like 1-for-1, no draft compensation, especially coming from a team with a bunch of draft compensation
And a team that wanted to get rid of Josh Giddey.
and a team who it's looking like they're probably going into a direction of a rebuild, and they have one of the most valuable role players on the market, and they trade him for Josh Giddey.
Well, you don't see that a lot because you don't see teams be naive enough to trick themselves and try to trick their fan base into thinking that they're doing something that they're not.
And
so if you traded this guy at the deadline or even before that, you'd be in a lot better position. But the reality is you waited like you've done since y'all have tried to make this team work. And yeah, this is y'all boy Ack. This is the dude that had Chicago people talking highly when he came over. Rightfully so, and since then
I think it was just like we were excited to get rid of the Garpax era and get into a new regimen, and then it's like, damn, did we actually need Like, would Garpax have been better? Like, you don't know.
The most frustrating thing about this trade is not even the trade in itself, because Josh Giddey is not who people are trying to make him out to be as a player.
He's a fine NBA player.
But the thing that frustrates me is, and I keep saying it, NBA fans are a lot smarter than I think organizations and GMs and ownership try to believe. So when I see the Bulls from the top, which is the ownership, try to sell that they doing something that all of the fans know that they're not, that's what frustrates me.
Yes.
And then you end up being here when all of the Chicago Bulls fans knew that the time to trade Caruso, as much as they didn't, no fan wanted to trade Alex Caruso. Nobody in the NBA as a fan would want to, but you have to in the position that you were in. And they're like, no, we're going to keep running this back. We one piece away. Oh, man, the big three. We got Zach, DeMar, Vooch. We got Caruso. Coming back. And it's just like, man, and I think that's what makes Bulls fans and a lot of people that reacted to the trade so negatively.
Yeah,
that's what it was about, was the fact that you could have gotten a lot more, but you waited. And everybody in the world was like, why are y'all waiting? And boom. And then it kind of makes it a little negative, but I don't think people are really trying to, you got people who don't know basketball that's going to say things about Giddey. But yeah, he is a good NBA player. But the negativity is the fact that you could have got more.
I'm trying to figure out, is it just like in the moment thing? Or is it just like, since he's my player, I kind of overvalue him? Because, I mean, the Bulls not the only team. I know we're talking about the Bulls, but like, a lot of teams fall into that trap where they just kind of hold on to the player, and everybody seems like they should go, but it's just like, we gonna hold them out. And now instead of first rounders or a young player, well, I guess they got a young player back, but it's like you're not gonna get the same thing you were getting before. So it's like, what kind of like makes people think that like, yeah, we should hold on this dude?
I don't know, Mike. And yeah, a lot of teams have done it. The Bulls are just a team that it seems like they've done it too many times. Like even the Zach LaVine thing. If you traded Zach LaVine when it seemed like it was time to trade him, he would not be on this team right now, and you wouldn't have to deal with the knee injury.
I know we're talking about Caruso or the Bulls trade, but like I'm thinking of another dude that's like kind of hanging out there that people are like, Mikal.
Yeah.
Can he be in the same situation where it's like you're not getting, because they want another star next
season? He won't, because he's 27. Like, it's a little different. We traded a 30-year-old guy.
You'd be surprised.
I think that Mikal Bridges' value doesn't diminish other than his contract being less. Like, if you traded him last year, he had 3 years left. You trade him this year, he's got 2 years left. I think that's where some of the value gets lost. Did you publicly say anything about the trade as a Bulls fan? Like, how do you feel?
All I said was, go do your thing, Caruso, with like a little emoji.
How do you feel, though, as a Bulls fan about this trade?
It's like
been about 48 hours or so.
I just felt like it was long overdue. I felt like you should have did it when you had 2 first-round picks.
What about the trade itself, though?
It's fine. I mean, I think Josh Giddey, maybe this is somewhere where he can come and thrive. But other than that, I think it's a nice experiment if you wanted to work it out and see what happens.
I'm not going to lie. The first thing I kind of thought about, and again, these are 2 different players, but how Lonzo came in and he was able to kind of spread the ball around and push the pace. If Josh Giddey not going to defend the same way, but if he could replicate,
shoot the same way.
Yeah.
Zoe's a 40% catch and shoot player. Josh Giddey is not nowhere near that.
I'm trying to look for the bright sides for him, because I do like Josh Giddey as a player.
You want to know the bright side, Mike?
What?
Before last season, Josh Giddey was widely considered one of the 25 best players under 25. He had a bad year, got played off the court in the playoffs, and he had the off the court shit happen as well.
Yeah.
And because of that, he's tanked his value and his public perception. But again, last year, he averaged the year before last year, he averaged 16, 7, and 8. That's pretty damn good for a 20-year-old. Now he's 21 years old.
No.
Yeah, I don't like the trade.
Yeah.
My main thing is like, if we're going to a rebuild, which this trade may seem like that's what it is, but then again, this front office is as ridiculous as any other front office. Who knows? DeMar DeRozan might be back on the team. If we're going towards a rebuild, not getting one of the 17 first-round picks, even one of the ones that might turn into 2 seconds in 2 years, like just some type of draft compensation bothers me because you see a lot of reports about the Zach LaVine potential trade. Oh, it's a salary dump. They're going to have to attach something to get the Zach LaVine contract off. We can't convince them to give us a bad first-round pick and use that as the thing that we attach to Zach LaVine to get off his contract?
No. Not with another good GM, you can't.
But that's the thing about Arturas Karnisovas and them. They're awful at negotiations. Vucevic, 3 years, $60 million. Why do you feel like you need to give Vucevic $60 million when he was one of the worst bigs in free agency that year?
Yeah, I guess they felt like
Trade and Larry marketing.
I think they felt like they had to play Vooch or he was gonna walk, which they should just let him walk.
I get, but like every single trade that they've done, and almost every single sign that they've done feels like an overpay. Larry marketing trade, obviously. We got Derrick Jones Jr. in the first-round pick for Larry Market. This is hindsight. Larry Market is a great basketball player. He wasn't great when he was in Chicago. What's the Wendell Carter and Franz Wagner for Vucevic, and with Jet Howard is in that trade too. Overpaid for a 29-year-old center. But again, in the moment in time, I was excited about it because, well, the Bulls did something.
And Vooch at that time was
legendary. Like that season that he had before he came to the Bulls was crazy. But like they have, like the Kobe White deal is amazing. But I don't think they got that deal thinking that he was about to be the second and most improved player.
Also, Ayo Dosunmu was one of the last free agents to sign a deal.
I don't think they knew.
They
didn't want him, but
they had to bring him back.
Yeah, and luckily he came out and he blossomed. But like, I don't think there's anything that's predicated to them.
This is just the thing is this front office is just weird. Even if they bring back, this is like the silver lining in all of it.
Suck.
They're bad. They're one of the worst in basketball. One of the worst in sports and just all.
And
sports.
I think other GMs know that. So honestly, they probably not gonna give you that much.
Well, they ain't made a trade since 2021 before this one.
And if I'm another GM and I know you have a bad record of making bad deals, I'm gonna continue to offer you
like Sam Presti.
And Sam Presti had this press conference saying that like, yeah, Josh Giddey basically requested a trade. So Presti and them didn't even have the leverage. Josh Giddey was going to get traded anyway. You know what I'm saying? But the Bulls were so enamored by Josh Giddey, I guess, and they were like, all right, forget it. We don't even want no seconds. We don't even want no first. Here's Alex Caruso, one of the best role players that you can have on the team right now.
I think the Bulls just didn't have no leverage because like you brought in reality, the Bulls brought back a good young player who had a down year. Where else? What other trade was going to give them anything near that to ease to be able to say you got something?
I think
because like also Caruso's money, he doesn't have a lucrative enough contract where you could
$9
trade
million
him for,
a year
for something significant.
Well, right now you could. I mean, not saying that they should have. But because DeMar DeRozan technically is off the books, Patrick Williams technically off the books.
You're saying they could absorb something?
They could have, but I'm not saying that was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I think that the leverage play is something they could have had because opposing teams wanted Alex Caruso.
Yeah.
So if we say Sam Presti is offering us Josh Giddey, we go back to the Warriors and say, hey, y'all want Alex Caruso, right? Well, we already got this deal on the table for Josh Giddey. What can you give us? And then the Warriors give us something. Boom. Hey, Sam
what
Presti.
Could the Warriors have given?
I'm just saying they were interested. This was one of the things that was interesting.
Because they ain't had shit that y'all should have won anyway.
Hey, Moses Moody. That's the same trade for Moses Moody, but Josh Giddey's better.
I think,
but the draft picks, right?
Yeah, draft picks.
Hey, the Warriors offered us Moses Moody and a lottery protected. Can you at least give us a lottery protected as well? Boom, we got ourselves a deal. And now you feel like you won the trade. But instead, they say, hey, we love Josh Giddey so much that we're not even going. Well, maybe they did call around. Maybe they did.
I was going to say, I get what you're saying, but I don't know if you.
I don't know. Based off that deal, it doesn't seem like they called around.
But do you think that Alex Caruso's value from last year when he was offered 2 first rounders, and part of that is like, hey, we're a team that's trying to compete today. Those 2 first round picks, we don't care about in February, but now it's June, and like, we don't really want to give that. But do you think his value has changed that much?
No, I don't. Well, I think it has changed because, like Darrick said, the contract, his value is that the contract is short and it's small, and then also you're going to have to, like the OKC Thunder are going to re-sign him.
In 6 months, yeah.
They're going to give him a contract extension, so teams are aware of that too. And then the Bulls also have to want something. That's the other thing. They have to get something back that they really want. And like you said, they must have been enamored with Josh Giddey because when I look at the Warriors roster, they don't have any picks that they can give me. So I don't know what the Warriors their interest didn't really mean nothing for me. Would you have one in Andrew Wiggins or Josh Giddey?
Give me Josh Giddey.
So I mean.
But I'm just like, we have multiple offers.
The Bucks could have probably won.
The Grizzlies were a team that were interested in February. And the Grizzlies have multiple first-round picks. One of them was a 9th overall pick. But again, they're not trading 9 right now. But in February, they were trying to trade us 9. What turned out to be 9. And butterfly effect, it's probably not 9 if Alex Caruso's on the team last year. So it's just a bunch of different things that like.
And I'm going off of right now, by the way.
Yeah.
My argument for the Bulls, because any argument about what they could have did way back then, I'm 100% against the Bulls.
Yeah.
But as far as right now with the Josh
just
Giddey
looking
trade,
at the value for right now, it's not as bad as it has been perceived.
I think it's the
whole thing-
context that the OKC just has $1 billion first-round picks.
Yes,
and it's like
that you trade them to the one
but
place.
they
I coulda
have
get
that
none of the
billion
candy.
because they are GM'd good.
Yeah.
But that's just Sam Presti, man. Can you lose a trade, please? You can't even field the 17 first-round picks. You don't have that many roster spots, so they're gonna have to use them eventually.
And that's why GMing is so good, because you know what Sam Presti leverages in every trade? I don't need your trade. If the Bulls don't want to do Giddey for Caruso, cool. We'll go try to get Mikal Bridges. We'll go try to get him. We'll go try to get the. Hey, we could mess around and go get Paul George, Kevin Durant.
We have all these picks.
Yeah,
that if
we don't
wanted to-
need your trade, Bulls.
We
ain't
enough-
sweating this.
Yeah,
This
we got
is
so
a
many
trade.
picks. We got picks on picks on
This
picks.
is what it is. If you want Giddey, let's do it. If not, see you later. And the Bulls are like, you know what? Give us Giddey, because we're not even gonna play around. Because I guarantee the Thunder, when that clock hit, they was active. So they letting them know, hey man, listen, this not finna be a 4-day, 5-day thing. We got moves to make. So you either in the huddle or you out it. And if you out it, we driving by screaming. Y'all know what that is. That's that bird, man.
And you know what's crazy? I didn't even see the trade. Y'all the group chat that we in. That's
Yeah.
when I noticed, because I think, what did you say? Like no way or something like that.
I just said like,
I think I
wow.
literally saw it as Woj tweeted it.
And I'm just like, what is Mike talking about? And then I
I might have been actually hell no, because I couldn't believe the trade.
Hell no.
Yeah, man. What a time. What a time. Yeah, you said hell no. Pierre said insane. And I said, no way, bro. I got to root for this dude. What the fuck? Obviously, the off the court stuff has taken over a lot of the conversations, at least on Twitter.
Yeah.
I feel like this goes without saying, but we don't condone any of the shit that he was into.
Yeah.
It's one of the things. Sports is one of those things. Like there's a big conversation. This is about to go on a tangent with like R. Kelly, right?
Yeah.
Separating the art from the artist, and how I think personally it's difficult for me to do that. Because especially in the music world, because even if you listen to Kelly songs, you're paying Kelly technically many small pennies.
I thought they set it up to where all the women that accused him are gonna
Maybe,
get
but
that.
I'm just using them as a broader.
Yeah.
And sports is just kind of weird because like Josh Giddey's on my team. I do not like the stuff that he was involved in this season. But I have to root for him because I want to see the success of my favorite organization.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way about other shit as well in sports, where like there are a lot of people that have done some terrible stuff in sports, and like I won't say that I'm a fan of this guy, but hell, he's on my franchise right now, so I guess it's go Giddey.
Yeah.
Like whether you're a 21-year-old Australian dude or former MVP, it's just like none of that shit we can condone.
Right.
But it's like hard in this case to separate, because what I'm supposed to do, forget my Bulls fandom because they got a guy that was involved in a case.
I think, but see, these are this is why also Twitter is a funny place, and why like I don't really partake in that. See, what happens on Twitter is everybody becomes God. Nobody can do anything, and obviously all of us up here, I can speak for. Some things you'd be like, man, I can only speak for myself, but I'm gonna speak for y'all. We are always on the side of what's right versus what's wrong. Don't care who doesn't, don't care anything. And I've always held that stance. I can have a son, and if he do some shit I'm not with, I'm not with it. If you don't take care of your kids, it don't matter if you my brother, my son, my best friend, I don't rock with it. You know what I mean? The Josh Giddey, I'm not rocking with it. But I already know that in my moral compass. So if I'm watching basketball, bro, what that don't really have anything to do with me. I'm watching basketball. I'm not at this man's door asking him to let's go hang out and go to the club. I'm watching basketball.
Yeah.
Before I knew it, I was watching basketball. After, that's nothing I can do. So that's the thing that I don't get. It's so many people that just sit on Twitter all day, and it's anything that they can find about somebody to say, they say it. And then we be finding out that a lot of people that be having things to say, they don't be as far from what they be talking about. That be the mind-blowing thing to me. I'm not perfect. Damn sure ain't got no shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, in my closet. But at the same time, it's just like I know my moral compass. So when I'm listening to music, when I'm watching shit, you know what I mean? It's everything, especially on social media, is all a contradiction. It all is. You got nothing showed me that more than the Drake and Kendrick stuff. Nothing showed me. Everybody got a think piece and got something to say, but then they'll go and they'll tell you that they love drill music. Well, drill music all incites beef and killing each other in all of our communities across the world. You can't tell me that you don't rock with this dude, but then your favorite rapper is a kingpin who sold drugs in black communities. And now your auntie, my auntie, was hooked on drugs. So it's like everything is a contradiction. Nothing makes sense to me when I go on Twitter and I see what people are saying. They'll say that to you, how could you root for him? But then I go on their page and they'll retweet some shit about 2 black artists trying to kill each other. Man, I can't believe Dirk ain't slid yet. How can you say that? How can you say that? And nothing makes sense to me. So I'm always a person where right is right with me, wrong is wrong. I don't have to go on Twitter, do no think pieces. And like you told the dude on Twitter, y'all motherfuckers don't know me anyway.
Yeah.
If you don't know me, don't speak on me.
I didn't know that. I didn't expect that tweet to get as much traction as it did.
But it's just like, that's the other thing. Everybody be having something to say, and then you go look at what they doing, or you find out what they doing. It's like, come on, bro. Let's not even have that conversation. I don't need to speak on R. Kelly. If you need me to speak on R. Kelly, you don't need to be in my cahoots. You don't need to worry about me. If you think that there's anything I need to say about that, then that shows that you don't know me. But it's just like, I don't get what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to go lock somebody up. I'm watching basketball, man. Stop talking to me.
It's so many people that we have or like listen to in our lives, whether it be artists, whether it be people we watch in movies or anything like that we probably like and enjoy. You dig deep enough, you're gonna find shit on them.
Yeah,
I promise you.
The problem is that a lot of these people, they so caught up in the social media and they don't have no lives. That is their life. And so they idolize people. I don't idolize people I don't know. Yeah. Kobe, LeBron, all these, they're cool, they're great athletes, but I don't know them. I always tell people, my idols are the people I know. My dad is that's my guy, because I know how my dad is through adversity. I seen my dad without money, with money, raising kids, in his faults and his wrongs. I don't know what LeBron is like at home. All I know is LeBron on the basketball court. I don't know what Drake is like outside of the studio. So these aren't my idols where I'm like, oh my gosh, everything you do, I'm just so fat. No. You're an artist and I like your music. You're a basketball player and I like your game. You're a businessman and I like the business savviness. But I don't sit up and like, man, I want to be just like him. I don't know these people. And that's why a lot of people, they fall flat on their face because they be so obsessed. We in such a fandomized, obsessed state of social media where, like, when we was growing up, all you saw was Tracy McGrady highlights. Didn't see what he was eating for breakfast. Now it's like, oh my gosh.
I wish we did, though.
LeBron used Cottonelle to wipe his ass too? I knew it. That's my dog.
I know what Kevin Durant eat for breakfast.
What?
He said 8 eggs a day.
KD?
Yes.
Damn.
He was shooting around in some park and some kid said, what do you eat for breakfast, Kevin? He said 8 eggs every morning.
Scrambled, over
Just said 8 eggs.
boiled. Oh, man.
I'm like, damn, that's a lot of eggs. I
can
can get 2 eggs a day, maybe. I'm also 130.
A day?
So is Kevin Durant. Yeah.
I can eat 8 eggs in a day, but 8 eggs in breakfast?
You can eat 8 eggs in a day?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just not in one sitting. I'm mind blown because he said in one sitting.
You know how quick and easy a little egg is to
Yes,
make?
that's why I have 2 a day.
I feel like it's not that crazy.
8 eggs ain't crazy in a day because I've made 3 and it's been I've made like 2 and been like, what the? This was 2 eggs.
Somebody was just telling me, it was this woman who was saying that, like, basically she eats eggs for her diet. And what she does is they have some type of seasoning. It's like a Cajun boil seasoning. And she puts it on the egg. And it's like she's not eating the egg. If that makes any type of sense. But she said she eat like 8 to 10 eggs a day.
But that's my question. Is she eating them boiled, scrambled?
I don't remember. Probably
if
like
you eat an egg and an orange every morning, you've got at least a little bit of every single vitamin that you need every day.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Because the only thing that eggs are missing is vitamin C. So you eat an orange. Boom. There you go.
Hey,
that's
shout
what's
out
up.
to you.
Yeah. So we've talked a lot about the Bulls side of things. So first of all, do y'all think what are the chances that Josh Giddey actualizes his all-star potential in Chicago?
It's going to be tough See, that's why I say it's going to be tough, because last year, and he had a down year, it's mostly because I felt like he had to adjust accordingly, and rightfully so. He had Shea who was coming up, J-Dub Shea was already there, J-Dub who was coming up, Chet also getting more shots. Like, I felt like he kind of started losing in the rotation. how does he adjust to the Bulls? Because it's not like he's gonna be the star.
Well, I think he's going to have the ball in his hands more than anybody.
Think Kobe White?
It depends
I
on
think Kobe White's back to being an off guard.
how good he is. Depends on if Zach and DeMar on the roster. If Zach and DeMar on the
How much
roster,
he's gonna
he
have a
doesn't
ball
need
in
it.
his hands
Yeah.
with him, really.
I'm assuming that Zach is off the roster. The DeMar DeRozan thing is like 70-30 in my opinion that he's off the roster. So if those are the case, like if we're going rebuild, I think Josh Giddey has an opportunity to maybe not also. I'd also maybe probably a
Yeah.
stretch.
but like get back to his rookie season type numbers.
Sophomore year type
Sophomore
shit.
year,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's likely. I think it's likely that he's like the sophomore guy, number type player, all-star.
It's not hard
Stretch.
to put up numbers if you're on a bad team.
I think if
And
he
he'll be
has
more
to
comfortable. There's
adjust,
less pressure.
if he has to adjust to the players around him, it won't be as well. But if he could play his game, I think that's when you're gonna really, because a dude that can get the ball, very similar, like I said, Lonzo Ball, he can get the board. Has really good court vision. He can make all those extra passes. He can help y'all on the sidelines for whenever y'all need that. But like, he's a dude that can really get people involved. He really just plays his game.
Do Bulls fans boo him when his name gets announced
No.
for the first time?
No, the thing about Lonzo Ball too is that Lonzo Ball, there's a certain identity that team had.
It was
I see some similarities, but they also
The
so
defense
different.
was when him and Caruso was on the floor.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, you had
Defense turned
safeties
into
back
offense.
there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't
had
have that,
safeties.
so it's
Yeah.
like
Because that was honestly a lot of the reason why they were able to get in transition. And the Bulls still do that now, where they can get a lot of passing lane steals and forced turnovers. But I mean, Lonzo was everywhere.
the best thing for Giddey is to hit that shot. Because I looked at the
I agree too.
NBA.com profile as soon as he got traded. I hit up
Do you
Intuition
think it's
Hoops.
also a
I
difference?
saw all those videos, by the way.
It's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
a difference for when OKC. He was literally like, you got to space the floor, Giddey, versus like, you got to take it when you open.
Saying that,
they're gonna give you
I want to give a shout out to Intuition Hoops because they hit me up. They said, let me know what videos you need, right? So I'm like, okay, let me put together a list, but I have these things off the top of my head. Bro, I sent them, I forgot what it was. I sent them like some Amin Thompson. Who else did I send? I'm just trying to see the first initial ones I sent. Sent like Amin Thompson and Denny and Trey Mann, just like very peculiar. And I asked for specific things. And why they send it back in like 10 minutes? It's like Trey Mann pull up jumpers. And he was like, bet. And
I
he
want to
sent
know
it.
the process. Yeah.
I want to know the process too. It sent it in minutes. And so I'm like, did they already upload this and I missed it? So I clicked on the video. It said uploaded 12 minutes ago. Literally uploaded it when I asked for it on 3 different people.
My theory is, can you filter in like, so you know how they have like all the single play highlights where it'll be
Yes,
like,
that's what I was thinking too.
can you just filter that and it'll be like Jalen Green mid-range jumpers?
But you
And
know
can
what?
just-
The reason I say no to that is because
When you
I
click
asked them to give me a no dip 3-point shoot. They sent me like a 4-minute
Oh, yeah,
video
and it
in
was
like
only
10
no dip.
minutes, and there's no tracking data that's gonna say
Exactly.
no dip.
So my thinking is they already have an envelope, a
Yep.
folder of players
A
because they have
terabyte
already
worth of
highlights.
shit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they know how to section it off because you can't do that on NBA. Well, NBA.com needs to fix that because they have all of the different baskets sectioned off. But for whatever reason, when you click like alley oops, I want to see this person alley oops. You click it, and it'll show you one alley oop, and then it'll go into the rest of the highlights. So
Yeah.
it doesn't filter it for you.
Right.
They filter it fast, but I'm guessing it's because they have a profile on hand of like a cabinet of like, these are all Trey Mann's highlights or scoring of the season. And then I ask for pull up and they just like, that's the pull up, that's the pull up, that's the
Right.
pull up, that's the pull up.
Last thing on the Josh Giddey thing before we switch to OKC side, because we haven't talked about that at all. I don't, and this is probably cope. This is me coping because my team just traded for Josh Giddey. I don't know many people or many NBA players that we've given up on their progression at 21 years old. And I feel like that's a lot of the conversation. Well, Josh Giddey got played off the playoffs. Brother, he's 21 years old.
But you also have to remember that, again, like the conversation we were just having, a lot of that comes from that situation.
Yeah, if he wasn't involved in the off the court stuff, I think the perception of this trade is slightly different. I think I'd still be pissed that we didn't get any draft
You
capital
still
with
have
Alex Caruso trade.
the space in question.
Yes, but I would be like, okay, Josh Giddey wasn't great last season, but he's 21 years old. And I will remind you that when Lonzo Ball was 21 years old, he also shot 32% from 3. So He's not a finished product.
Let me make sure I know it correctly.
Or maybe he could be.
He could be.
But like
yeah.
he's 21 years
You
old.
have
He's
to have
younger than some of the
optimism.
people that was on all rookie last year. He's younger than Jaime Jaquez.
Jaime Jaquez.
Jaime Jaquez.
He's younger than some of the people that's about to get drafted today in a couple days, man. I might be coping, but like he's 21 years old.
He is young.
That's a very
He's
good
very
point.
young.
You Chris Copeland?
Get well soon, Chris Copeland.
What happened?
He got shot about 12 years ago. I don't know if you remember.
Right.
that.
So he should be well.
He's still recovering. We saw him at the
still
airport.
recovering.
He was doing all
Vegas,
right.
in Vegas too.
Let's-
That was before he got shot, right?
I don't think so. I think that was after.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about Caruso now in OKC because this is a home run hit for them. Caruso could start. He could come off the bench. OKC's whole identity defensively is causing turnovers. Alex Caruso is one of the best in causing turnovers in basketball. And he shot the ball with so much confidence his last year in Chicago that if he replicates that, you don't think about Josh Giddey, even if he actualizes and become really good, because Alex Caruso at 30 years old, he doesn't seem like the type of player that's going to fall off because he's 31, 32.
To me, I mean, the way I kind of thought about it too is if they kind of added a Drew Holiday without that, I guess, the upside of that scoring that he could kind of provide.
I saw Darrick White more than anything.
But I mean, they're kind of the same mold where these are dudes just make winning plays. Honestly, you mentioned how he shot the ball, and this is a dude that literally could fit anywhere on it. I mean, he could play he played 4 for y'all.
Yeah, he guarded like Zion.
He played 4 for you. He was guarding LeBron James.
That's the most exciting part about him going to OKC is that he adds that defensive versatility like at such a high level. Like when they was playing the Bulls in the playoffs, he had the Giannis assignment.
Oh, you
Like,
know
that's-
how Alex Caruso don't be getting like he's good at reaching without fouling because OKC they cannot stop fouling when they was playing Luka Doncic and Kyrie.
I think that was part of their game plan too, though. It's like we gonna play them rough, and if they call fouls, then they call fouls.
Derek White type pickup to me for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I love it. I love it for him.
For sure.
I love it for him. There's no. I don't know if there's another Josh Giddey trade that I would love more for OKC.
Yeah, this is it. This is literally a home run. This could be the pickup of the offseason. You know what I mean? Like we 8 months from now when we circling around, we back into the midst of the season and they thriving and they looking like a different team coming into the playoffs. It'll probably be because of this trade. And the crazy thing about it, because they only gave up Josh Giddey, there's a potential that they're not done.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a big potential.
I read that they're
not
trying
done.
to get some more bigs on the roster.
Yeah, they linked to our
whatever
guy.
that means. But I also saw that they aren't though.
Yeah,
Well, Isaiah
I
Hartenstein?
saw that we the favorite to get him, but they
Because the
still
Mitchell
was linked.
Robinson trade is about to happen.
Mitchell Robinson, yeah.
Future Grizzly.
Oh, with my stuff, he's a future Bull.
Oh yeah. Well, y'all read the title. We all brought 5 to whatever trades to do. No, OKC, home run. Let's get to the next bit of news. We do got some extensions. It's the first year where people can give out these extensions early.
Which I like.
And the first one we saw was Pascal Siakam.
Let's not waste no free agency time or breath on somebody who was going to go back.
Yeah.
So Pascal is back because we would have spent how long would we have spent to July 1st?
A week and some change.
We'd have spent like 2 weeks
Just waiting.
and speculating when he was just going to go back.
Right. Pascal Siakam 4 years, $189.5 million.
Last year, not fully guaranteed, right?
Um,
On that deal.
maybe.
Yeah.
I just got the Woj report, so I don't know.
believe,
Maybe it came out a little bit later.
I believe it's not, which is incredible.
Yeah, it's a
lot of
good
money for
contract. It's a
Pascal,
lot of money,
man.
but
Yeah.
he was phenomenal in the postseason, and they traded a lot to get him. So
It
it's
was
like
the days where I said that he takes jumpers. This is like his first year or second year back in Toronto. I think he was shooting like 20-some%. And I was like, he takes them. And he's like, what is he shooting? I said, he ain't making them. He takes them.
That's a couple memorable moments with Pascal early in his career. When we were talking about Pascal, and I think I said, he'll never be an all-star. And then like 2 years later, he was an all-star.
And I was like, he couldn't be a number 1 option on a championship contender.
Oh, yeah. Then he had like 30 the first game.
I remember that. That's when we did that
was
live
right,
show
though.
in New York,
He
though,
was
right?
right, though.
Technically.
Pascal, no
He had like
number
40
one
something in that first game.
He
though. He was
did.
like, gotta
Because
apologize.
he said that, but then he does what the emails do. He just keep double down. It's like, yeah, he ain't no number one. I don't think any of us was saying he was a number 1 option on championship team. And you just kind of did, okay, well, he ain't on a blah, blah, blah. He's just not a, we was like, oh man.
Because that was coming off the championship, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
And
We went
then,
to
It was
New
that
York.
was when he couldn't go left.
I don't think he still go low. But I mean, for some players, you don't need to. They can't stop the right.
didn't Bilal Coulibaly say he was the easiest person in the league to guard?
Siakam?
Yes.
Wait, that's
I'm like,
crazy.
oh, it's
That's
weird.
crazy to hear coming from a rookie.
He ain't
'Cause, like,
playing with them boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy.
He's the easiest superstar to guard and also called him overrated.
Damn.
It's kind of crazy. If
Now
you think
I
about it.
want to go watch
Pascal,
the Wizards play.
They have to know each other.
It's possible.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
True.
a little friendly banter between the two.
Because if he literally just saying that and that's not his man's or nothing, that's
Well,
crazy.
In November, when he did go against the Washington Wizards, Pascal Siakam had 39, 11, and 7.
But did Bilal have
Bilal
a sign?
Bilal played 33 minutes.
That could have been Denny's assignment.
It could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been. And then the second time they played against each other, Pascal had a smooth 22, 11, and 6. 60% from the field. You know.
You don't sound like he's struggling.
Let's go watch it's a lot of offseason left. Let's go watch the tape of these two matched up against each other.
Yeah, sounds like Siakam's still winning that matchup though.
Next
If
extension.
he's being guarded, I don't.
Yeah.
Them numbers, I got to see the shit. Because anybody talking like that don't mean he was guarding them for them numbers. No way he gave up 39 and said that. So I'm gonna just go out and use my brain and say somebody else was guarding him.
Malik Monk, 4 years, $78 million. That is the most money they could have offered him, and they did, and he accepted, and now he's staying in Sacramento.
Rightfully
go.
so.
I like it.
He had a really good year.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it was one of those deals where it was kind of inevitable. Either he was gonna leave and go somewhere else, or he was gonna resign. It really wasn't much speculation on me if he was gonna leave. I thought for sure he was gonna stay in Sacramento.
Well, he did post
Oh,
on
for real?
Instagram
The
Oh, that
Houston-
Rocket
the Houston
thing?
Rocket
Yeah,
thing.
that-
And they like,
I
oh,
thought I thought there was a chance he could leave, get some more money.
that money is too good,
Philadelphia.
though. Almost 80 M's, man. Malik Monk was
Almost
signed to
80.
a minimum not too long ago.
Yeah, he was. Got slapped in the back of the head.
Yeah.
He took a bet on himself. Went to the Lakers.
Speaking of the Lakers, you have a coach?
We do.
Who is that coach to talk to me about your feeling when you got that report officially, even though it's been rumored for 2 months?
When we finally got JJ Redick, first of all, I had to check my phone because they was trying to tell me in chat, but I had that situation where they had told me Kyrie went to the Lakers, and I checked my phone, and ever since that I always got to kind of go back and just check it myself.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was super excited that we finally got him. Obviously, they had like the talks of wanting to get him and everything like that. Potential of Pat Riley. I'm just really excited to see what he could do for our team from the X and O standpoint. And one of the ways for the Denver series, it's no way we couldn't pull out more than only one of those games out of the 5 games when we were up every series. Something has to be better with our late game situation. I mean, we literally have one of the best offenses going into the playoffs. We talk about the regular season not meaning much, but they have LeBron and Anthony Davis, and you literally can't get buckets down the stretch. He got to help the late game situation and also just accountability.
Yeah.
accountable. Can he be in somebody's ear when they not getting back or not talking on the damn screen? You know,
if he can't, is it a reflection of him or the player? Because
I mean, if he goes through three coaches and it's still
it's the same thing, then it's probably on the players if it's all the same thing. But
I've never looked
again,
at y'all and thought y'all issues were a coach. I always looked at y'all and thought it was like stuff that y'all are doing on the court.
I mean, we've been running through players for the last like 4 or 5 years.
y'all been running through coaches for the last.
Yeah, we've been trying to figure something out. So
They said that you're going to see a different Austin Reeves. He's going to be played
I
a
did
little
see
bit
that.
differently.
I
They're
did
going to
see
empower him to be a playmaker a little bit more, which is very interesting.
well, I think he said he wanted to emphasize, and I feel like everybody says this, but like we're not like making sure that we're using LeBron James in an efficient way, especially with the age he's at and how deep we want to go. We can't just like overdrive it in the regular season.
Yeah, y'all haven't had a good offense since y'all championship year.
I
Which
like
was 4
it, man.
years ago.
I'm happy for
Long
y'all.
time ago.
It's a good. If you're going to change a coach, man, take a swing at JJ Redick. The only pushback I had was the treatment of the previous coaches. I don't want to see JJ finally get his opportunity, and y'all do that to him. But you know, everything on paper looked like it could be something. It's just about the players buying in. You got a lot of talk about Anthony Davis being on board with this and being on board with that. Is LeBron even still going to be there? We don't know. So yeah, and then if LeBron is on board and y'all got Anthony Davis and what's going to happen with D'Angelo Russell? It's just so many different moving parts. But I'm not mad at it. I just wish that I'm hoping that he get treated right.
He better. He left a really good job to be the Lakers coach.
Yeah.
He did.
Like he was like, when it comes to NBA media, he was towards the top of the entire world. Like his podcasting and then of
that's
course
why
the broadcasting.
I feel a little bit more comfortable with it too, just because I feel like this is not just we want him to try to win us the championship or anything. I think they want to like build with him in the future too, after LeBron and maybe even Anthony Davis. So
It's concerning that it took y'all this many coaches to have that mindset.
I think that a lot of the times when you have a LeBron, the idea in your mind is to maximize LeBron as much as possible. Having first-year coaches is hard to do that, man. First-year head coaches. I mean, Darvin Ham, tough to do. They had a guy, Frank Vogel, who won a championship.
Does it help when you have a podcast with your star player?
Yes. Even though they keep telling us LeBron had zero to do with this signing, which just that's like bizarro world to me. Zero? He had zero to do with it. Now, Rich Paul also said that they should be building around Anthony Davis, and this is a signing about Anthony Davis, more LeBron. I think that's like, hey, Bron is 40, and he might not be in the league in 2 years or something, but Anthony Davis is going to be here.
I think Rich Paul said exactly LeBron has about 3 years. He thinks he has about 3 years left in the tank.
And shout out to JJ, man, our homie. We could shoot him texts during the game, Mike. If you see something, you could be an assistant coach and shoot him a text.
Telling the pull players out the game.
I hit the over on, I hit the under on Austin Reeves. He got 14. He can't get that 15 bucket. Boom, he out the game.
What pick y'all have? 17?
17.
Yeah. Get ready to learn.
It's probably gonna be traded.
Jared McCain, buddy.
I don't think so.
You bring him on.
You don't think the Lakers gonna make a trade this offseason?
Yeah, they
I don't
definitely
think
make
you
a
got
trade.
to involve the trade. I mean, the pick.
Just know whoever
it would
y'all
go
draft.
against everything that they're saying. If they're getting JJ Redick and they also trying to have a future, they got to stop trading every damn pick. I think that's part of their problem.
Whoever y'all draft, just know the person drafted after him is going to be so good. Last year, y'all drafted Jalen Hood-Schifino. Right after that was Hami Hawkes. I keep fucking up his name. And Brandon Podziemski.
They also
And Cam Whitmore.
Wait, what?
The three picks after y'all were just like,
My argument for y'all, they wouldn't have been good with y'all either. Because y'all literally did not play Jalen Hood-Schifino. Y'all probably wouldn't have played
Cam Whitmore would have got some tick. If he would have played defense, he would have got some
Hami
tick.
Hawkes would have got ticked just because he's older and he's more polished than some of those other dudes.
I don't know.
That's why Tristan Da Silva trade up for him. He's 37 years old.
Yeah, I think Hami probably would have been the only
Miami
one.
Heat know what they doing. Not y'all.
Yeah. Who knows?
Miami know what they doing. I can't discredit Miami and think that it was just it was Hami, but y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing.
You know who also didn't know
Y'all
what the
got
hell
so
he was
many
doing?
people in his way. Bron, Rui.
He's such a
Vandy.
good basketball player, though. It do give me faith that he would just kind of figure it out. A little bit of player that's a little bit older,
Darvin
too.
Ham had too much pressure on him. He wasn't going to play no rookie.
Yeah, a little bit of that too. When your job on the line,
I'm
do you
acting like
feel
we not
comfortable playing?
podcasts. I'm
Do
tweaking.
you feel comfortable playing a rookie?
He started busting the
I'm
watermelon down.
Y'all got me comfortable like we just on the Discord.
I had a good segue, but y'all messed it up. You know who also didn't know what he was doing?
Who?
Monty Williams got fired. He has $65+ million left on his deal, but the new president, Trajan Langdon, will go out and hire a new coach now.
This man he's still spending Phoenix Suns money.
Bro, it is the
And he's just
biggest,
bringing in-
one of the biggest finesses
Is
in
that
the history of
100 M's?
basketball.
Yes.
It is so crazy to me. He told the
don't wanna
world,
coach.
I
don't
am
wanna-
not coaching this
Yes.
season.
They
And
said-
Detroit was like,
No.
what about $100 million? He said, bet, but I still don't want to coach. And he did everything in his power to get out of that job, bro. It is actually they should make a movie about it, bro.
When they was on like a 20-game losing streak, and he's like, I'm starting to see some things out there that I like. You got to know that it was just not the situation he would have been
Oh,
in.
let me see if I can find this video from my boy Kofi, man. He's a diehard Pistons fan, and he made a whole video about all of the things that Monty Williams
He's
did
the
wrong.
first person I thought of when I seen the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when they made the signing, I was just like, why would you go pry a guy away who
They
don't
don't
want to
wanna-
coach?
For one of the biggest contracts.
like, why would you-
biggest coaches contracts.
Why would you just be like, oh, you don't want to coach? Bet. We don't want to bring in a guy with our young core group of guys that don't want to coach. We're going to go get somebody who's dedicated and
It's
ready.
also
and locked in.
it was also Monty Williams,
It
who
was.
I respect.
He had
and
came from the Suns. They
But
went to
no,
the finals
I'm not
this
even
year.
saying that. You don't even get what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm saying it's also Monty Williams, who I respect and did a good job at the Suns. But at the end of the day, it's Monty Williams. It wasn't Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah.
It wasn't Greg Popovich.
Yeah.
It was Monty Williams.
wasn't Prime Phil Jackson.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like that's not a shot at him.
Yeah.
But it's like I wouldn't have felt necessary to give him all of that money. Like he was finna come change. He did a good job in Phoenix.
Yep.
Yes.
But it's like, again, it's
There's
not
a reason
Greg
he got
Popovich.
fired out of Phoenix too, though, for some of the same shit that he did in Detroit. Here's a list of stuff Kofi put together of bad things, Monty Williams. Again, this is our guy Kofi. Shout out to him. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Started Killian Hayes over Jaden Ivey so much that the higher-ups had to intervene. Played Isaiah Livers 20 minutes per game when everybody was healthy, and then Isaiah Livers got traded to the Wizards and played 0 minutes.
Didn't play.
he went to the second worst team in the league and could not see the
I
rotation.
remember one game, Isaiah Livers was the only person that was hitting the shot.
Yeah, that one game. Not staggering Kay Cunningham and Jaden Ivey. Not playing Jaden Ivey on the ball at all. The higher-ups had to intervene. It's a lot more here, like not playing Marvin Bagley at all, where he was in the rotation one day, out of the rotation the other day, went 28-game losing streak, horrendous vibes. Horrendous vibes is huge, man. It goes on. Like, this is like a 20-thing list. I ain't got to go through all of them, but also the one thing that bothered me the most, and I'm not a fan of this team, is the all bench lineups. They were the only team in basketball that ran all bench lineups. Like as much as
so he did 5-man.
Some 2K. That's some 2K
yes,
shit.
yes. It made no sense.
Platoon.
It sound like an AAU team. Y'all got y'all 10 minutes in sub out.
Yeah, some B team shit.
They not even that damn deep to be doing that.
That's probably why they went on a 28-game losing streak.
No, for real. And the only reason that they won that game is because OG Anunoby got traded like 24 hours before that Raptors thing.
Yep.
And the Raptors lost.
So they didn't have Quick, RJ, OG, yeah.
They was running out us, basically. And they did it, though. I remember we were at when that happened, man. Because Kay Cunningham's low-key a bucket.
Yes, we was at the Bulls game.
We were at a Bulls game, and the people behind us said, Kay Cunningham's low-key a bucket.
The first overall pick, low-key a bucket.
That's exactly what I said to KP when he said that.
Right, because common sense just ain't so common.
All right, when we come back from this break, we're going to go through some of the trades that we put together. Always one of my favorite things to do because GMing is hard. So we're going to see who got good trades, bad trades. Stay tuned.
I'm out here. I need a job.
Why should you bet with Caesars Sportsbook? 2 words, Caesars Rewards. Every bet brings you closer to the type of benefits only Caesars can offer. Hotel stays, VIP experiences, sports and concert tickets, and more. It's not just an app, it's an empire.
All right, man. Making trades is hard.
It definitely is.
Very.
I be stumped.
And I think making a trade sometimes you think like, when I'm on there, I'm like, which team actually has the leverage here?
Yeah, who needs to throw draft capital? Who needs to do what? Yeah, I feel that.
And then sometimes I'm like, maybe sometimes I don't need to be draft capital involved.
Yeah.
Sometimes I overthink them. And I see how some guys can overthink.
You know what I didn't anticipate? This second apron stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
There are teams that are above the second apron I wanted to make trades for. You literally can't because you have to match the contracts almost identically.
Yes.
It just
The
makes
Bucks
it so
are
much
a hard
harder.
team to make a trade for.
They had the rumors, right, that they want to make some changes to their lineups and stuff. And I was like, I bet, let's see what a Brook Lopez or Chris Middleton trade could look like. Almost impossible for me to put together.
Yeah. I don't think I was able to cook up one. If I'm,
How y'all want to get this party started? Y'all want to go light? Y'all want to go heavy?
Yeah, let Darrick start. Because I remember there's a video on YouTube. I'll be honest with you. The main reason I put this in the group chat, there's a video that said, it's called Back Clips. Shout out to our guy Clips. The title is something along the lines of, don't let Darrick be your general manager. And it's like a 15-minute video of Darrick putting together awful trades.
I saw some of that too, yeah.
I want to see if we can ignite that a little bit more.
Let's start off with this one. The Mavericks just went on their NBA Finals run. They go out to this offseason, they get a little aggressive, they get them a consistent third option, and they make a call to the Portland Trail Blazers, and they acquire Jeremy Grant. So, since the Mavericks are taking on that 4-year contract that they just gave him in order to try to keep Damian Lillard, we're going to only offer you Tim Hardaway Jr. and Josh Green, and we get Jeremy Grant back. There's no draft compensation involved because we're taking on that big contract. We're doing you a favor by taking that off your books, and we're giving you a nice young wing in Josh Green and an expiring contract in Tim Hardaway Jr.
Mike has almost the identical trade, but he did include a first-round pick in this one.
I didn't think.
Let me see.
Because you're giving up Josh Green for Jeremy Grant. Tim Hardaway Jr. ain't doing shit.
I don't think that the Jeremy Grant contract is as bad as it did look originally.
Yeah.
Where I do believe that they would like some draft compensation. Now, will Dallas give it to him is a real question, but
like in
basically put
hindsight,
together
as a rebuilding team, why would I want a guy on my team that's making 30+ M's?
It's not that you want them. It's that you can get something else that you could
probably get a draft pick from somebody.
And because he has so many years, you don't necessarily have to shoot yourself in the foot to rush.
You also got a lot of older vets not older, but vets on the team between Jeremy, DeAndre Ayton, Brogdon, Robert Williams. So it's not like if you're doing that, you're doing a full tear down, then you definitely want draft compensation, in my opinion.
And you're dealing with the Mavericks, who they need Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, you have the leverage if you're Portland, low key.
Yeah. I thought I looked at it from Dallas that they're taking on that. I felt like both teams are kind of benefiting.
Both teams should benefit from a trade, but they need Jeremy Grant more than they need Josh Green. The hell?
That's true.
We got 7th overall pick and 14. We gonna get us we can get 2 Josh Greens in a week.
True.
I'll do my Jeremy Grant trade. This trade.
We all got a Jeremy Grant trade because I also have a Jeremy Grant trade.
I guess we all saw Jeremy Grant got some value.
You go ahead, KB.
Hey, Sacramento said that they want to be interested in some trades. Why go get Zach LaVine?
Oh my goodness!
When you can get Jeremy Grant.
Okay, for what?
Because Jeremy Grant kind of fits. You can move Keegan Murray over to the 3.
Okay.
He's more of a defensive impact player than Zach LaVine.
By a wide margin.
And this is where you think about draft compensation, because Portland will be getting back Harrison Barnes, 2 years, $18 million left. Kevin Huerter, 2 years, $17 million, and number 13. So you get in the end of a lottery first-round pick for Jeremy Grant, basically.
I like that.
And
I
you
don't
can
think
maybe
Portland
rebuild some Kevin Huerter value on your team, which is kind of the identity of what the Trailblazers did last season. We're going to get Malcolm Brogdon. We're going to get Robert Williams. We're going to build their value to eventually flip them. Didn't happen, but like it kind of fits their MO a little bit. Kevin Huerter's like 26 years old. It's not like he's super
I'm not
old.
mad at it. When I first heard the Kings, I was like, this got to have some picks, because they really don't got, like, Portland don't want Harrison Barnes. I mean, they'll take the contract, but they're not getting nothing from that. Kevin Huerter's cool, but it's really that pick, honestly.
Yeah, 13th
you get a
overall
first rounder for Jeremy Grant.
And honestly, Harrison Barnes is the guy you can flip as well.
You can get his value up, yeah.
Portland
Sacramento
take
been
him.
trying to flip him for a minute.
Right. He feels like a player that's always trying to get flipped.
Yeah.
Well, you've been in Sacramento for a while now, though.
He has. And he didn't have a terrible season last year. I was looking at his numbers because I thought the Zach LaVine thing was going to happen, but then they extended Malik Monk. Like, oh, okay, 31 years old, still shot it very well from 3. Definitely one of them players that he could get lost on the court if you're watching them.
Yeah.
But like his stats look fine from last season. Kevin Huerter's value is lower than it's ever really been. So like if you Portland, let's go get Scooter Shooter and get that value up a little bit. And he's 6'7".
I'm talking about pairing him with Scoot and Shaden. Kevin Huerter's a good fit.
Yeah.
Harrison Barnes is a good vet to put next to him.
At least for like 4 months, and then you trade him again.
I mean, they did have the offer for. They tried. I don't even know what they did with Brogdon at the deadline. They didn't trade him.
Right.
Even though it seemed like he was the guy that was going to get traded.
Didn't just something fall through? Wasn't it going to the Clippers?
He was going to the Clippers. That was before the season started, before he ended up in Portland.
Yeah, that's when he ended up in Portland.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
because he was having a good year up to the deadline. I was like, oh, some contending team's going to want him, and then they don't trade him. I was like, damn, what the hell?
Yeah. All right, Mike, give us one of your trades.
Yeah, because I got to re-put together this trade, man.
So this is the Grizzlies coming back and going all in for a wing.
Is it Mikal?
It's Paul George.
Wow.
Oh, so he opts in.
So it's Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, Brandon Clark, and the number 9 from this year for Paul George.
I think you got to give up a little bit.
Give me one more time. So it's Marcus Smart,
Luke Kennard,
Brandon
Clark.
Isn't Luke Kennard? He's on a team.
He's on
option?
a team option, so they would pick it up.
They're going to pick it up.
Brandon Clark is on his 3 years, $12 million per, and then you get the number 9 pick for Paul George.
I think you got to give up a little bit more picks.
Because this is Paul George opting into that 1 year deal.
He's got 1 year left. Yep.
Okay.
And I'm guessing essentially Paul George now had to agree to an extension.
I mean, it depends how the Grizzlies feel.
For the Grizzlies to do that, they're not going to do that without Paul George agreeing to an extension.
I don't know, man.
They don't want him to
that's
come
the
That
in
money
trade.
will free up too.
If that's just a trade, then maybe you will, because you're not giving up anything. You gave up Marcus Smart, which is fine, but like,
So every team is just going to be like, we're just giving up Marcus Smart.
if I'm the Clippers, this is like obviously contingent on Paul George saying he don't want to stay. Right. I feel like I should be able to get something a little bit more for Paul George. Maybe not though.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
But if anything,
I
maybe
think-
you have to throw in another first.
My bad. I was re-putting together this trade. So Paul George goes to the Grizzlies.
From Marcus Smart, Kennard, Brandon Clark, and number 9.
I might want one more pick in there too.
I don't think it would be far out the realm of. Let me see.
Because I
how
think they
many
have
picks.
another one
I'm gonna
that's
see
not
how many
even
picks
theirs.
they have.
Yeah.
Really
I think they
quick.
have a decent, because they offered 4 from Mikal.
Right.
So
At the same time, I guess you're not really giving up much, but you're gonna give up 2 for PG.
and
Yeah.
I feel like
I mean,
If
that
if he's in
lineup
that
is kind of crazy.
situation, you might have the leverage if he's asking out. But again, you're probably looking at other teams.
Right.
And
Let
if
me
I'm the
see what
Clippers,
the
I'm like, hey, you
Grizzlies
offer
got.
4 from Mikal. We can at least get 2. It's Paul George. He's a better player.
Yeah. I'm not. terribly mad at that trade.
No, I'm not.
It's not terrible.
They could add more if they want. They got plenty of picks.
I think Clippers fans would be pissed, but like, you don't have the leverage anymore. If Paul George is saying he wants out and he opted in to get out, the same thing that happened to Chris Paul, the Chris Paul trade. Chris Paul had to opt into his contract with the Clippers, and they had to flip him for basically something like this in a way.
I like where your head at because I got a Grizzlies trade. I just pulled the jackass and then screenshot it, but I was able to resave it. So y'all got to listen close because this is a 3-teamer, our first 3-teamer.
I don't have any
make
3 teams.
I have a 3-teamer.
It's too convoluted
It's
for
too,
me.
yeah, it's too complicated.
The Grizzlies are getting Jeremy Grant and Malcolm Brogdon.
You said the Grizzlies?
Yes.
Okay.
The Blazers are getting Luke Kennard, Steven Adams, Brandon Clark, Zaire Williams, and the 3rd overall pick from the Rockets. The Rockets get Marcus Smart, Robert Williams, and the number 7 pick.
So you trade down 4 spots.
You're picking up Marcus Smart and Robert
You're getting
Williams.
2 guys that Ime loved in Boston, vets who defend. The Blazers are letting those guys go. They're absorbing Luke Kennard on the last year of the deal, Steven Adams on the last year of his deal, Zaire Williams team option.
And they
then
can
you
trade
get-
up to get Donovan Clingan.
And then you
There's
got
been
the
rumor.
3rd overall pick. You still have 7. I mean, you still have
14? No. What's that other number?
you still have 14.
14, right, okay.
The reality though, I wanted them to get 7. I wanted them to keep 3 and 7. But we'll just do this for the Rockets' sake. And then on the other side, the Grizzlies, y'all have Jeremy Grant and
Brogdon.
Malcolm Brogdon. And so everybody kind of walks away with some shit. Because now the Blazers have 3 and they have 7.
And you said, my bad, you said the Blazers, what did they give for, because they're sending away Brogdon and Grant, and they're sending away Robert. What was Blazers bringing in again?
They're bringing in Luke Kennard,
Okay.
Steven Adams, Brandon Clark, Zaire Williams, and the 3rd pick.
I think and are they sitting out number 7 or they keep number 7?
They sent 7.
So
to
I think the pushback from
they
Portland
should
is
send
like
14, right?
yeah, like we're giving up 3 real good like rotational players. I think in their mind they probably think that they could get like a late first rounder for all of those dudes or multiple seconds.
Yeah.
So we're trading all 3 of them to move up 4 spots.
That's
that
why
would be contingent on like we know who we love at number 3.
Yeah.
And we need to go in and get that.
That's
guy.
why my original, they kept 7 and gave 14
away.
So you now have 3 and you have 7. And then you also probably could throw some extra 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah. You giving up 4
Because the Grizzlies didn't
decent
give up
players.
nothing
Yeah.
on the draft side. So the Grizzlies could definitely go into their draft pocket.
Because they have 9, right?
That's what they have. Damn.
Yeah, I think they have number 9 in this year's draft.
Oh, I thought you meant 9 first round picks. Oh, yeah, they have 9. They have 9 and 2 seconds. So you can really give them the 2 seconds right here if you want to. You know what I'm saying? They have 2 first round picks in 2026. You can give them one of those.
I love that for Memphis because now Desmond Bane get to go back to his natural position.
At 2, yes.
And play the 2 instead of playing the 3. Now you put Jeremy Grant at the 3, Jaren at the 5, Jaren at the 4.
And
I don't
you
know
still
who the
have
5
9.
is.
You still have
gotta figure
9.
out- yeah, you got 9. Either you sign Nicholas Claxton, bring him in, put him next to Jaren Jackson, or you could draft a
That might be a little harder because you just took in Brogdon
Oh
and Grant.
yeah, you probably need now Claxton's out the window. Damn, Claxton's gonna be a very interesting free agent.
Yes, he will.
He will. Well, let me see. So, yeah, you brought in. You saved $1.3 million, Grizzlies.
Yeah,
So
you won't be able to make it happen.
wait, but this is my thing. If they could sign Claxton with the current team that they have, and then they do this trade and save some more money, that's because the contracts are longer.
No, it all matters on like the year you're in right now. Currently.
But Grant. But maybe they still could sign Claxton there. If you could sign Claxton right now,
Yeah.
with the team that you have,
and you make
and you make this trade and you saved money, you saved $1.3 million, you probably still can get Claxton.
Oh yeah, probably good.
If that's how it works.
Yeah.
But maybe it don't work because you now absorb Jeremy Grant contract, which is a $30 million contract for the next 4 years, versus Luke Kennard was just on a 1-year deal. Zaire was on a 1-year deal. The only long-term deal you had was Brandon Clark, 12.5.
Yeah, because like if we're being honest, and Luke Kennard, they could have just declined his team option, so that's probably why it doesn't work.
Okay.
Because like Luke Kennard and someone else is on the team option as well. They could
Zaire Williams.
Yeah, they could have declined both of those and probably then now had
Got
the money.
Claxton?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you probably can't get Claxton. So, now, yeah, you probably try to trade 9 for a ready-now guy that ain't as expensive, and you play them at the 4 or play them at the 5. I don't know. Maybe you get the buyout. I'm not sure. Somebody getting bought out.
Who's got another trade?
Bro, I got a 4-team trade. I don't know what I was doing in this.
Oh, I love
Were
it.
you
Come
off
on.
that?
I might
You
have
was,
been.
you was just having fun.
I think I got one more 3-teamer, but I ain't got no
4-teamer.
4.
All right, you got to lock in for a 4-teamer.
Okay, so I'm just named the teams involved in this.
Okay.
It's the Bulls,
Nice.
the Bucks,
Okay.
the Clippers, and the Pelicans.
You got this to work?
Yeah, success.
Because 2 of those teams are second apron teams. So that's all right. I'm listening.
So the Bulls, they're getting back Chris Middleton, Jordan Hawkins, AJ Green, and a 2nd-round pick. The Bucks get. Hold on, I had to take it to a video because it's long. The Bucks get Paul George.
Make a video.
I did a screen record. The Bucks get Paul George, Larry Nance, and Russell Westbrook.
What?
Clippers get Zach LaVine, Pat Connaughton. Pelicans get Brook Lopez.
Oh, boy, the Clippers hang up so fast. Zach LaVine and Connaughton? But they said, dude.
What the Bulls going to do with Chris Middleton?
Still
Let
trying
him
to
get
compete, I
bucket.
guess.
Why do the Pelicans want Brook Lopez?
No, that actually makes sense to me.
Oh,
That's that all they got?
Yeah.
That's all they got.
That's all they got. Yeah, that's
What did they give up again?
They gave up Jordan Hawkins.
And Larry Nance.
Oh,
Yeah.
then actually, that's a solid deal. You talking about that's all? they had to
Yeah,
give
I
up
think
for
the
Brook?
Clippers are the only. The Clippers are
Clippers
the
only
team.
team that
The
far.
Bulls are asking, what do we do with Chris Middleton?
Yeah.
And the Clippers are saying, you got us effed up.
Because you give us Jordan Hawkins with Josh Giddey. Hey, we got space now.
was saying.
And Kobe White. Oh,
telling
we
me
got
you just-
space now.
The Bucks got
We
Paul
can't defend
George,
nothing.
Russell Westbrook, and who?
Larry Nance Jr.
Dog.
They're giving up Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez.
Right, so they're giving up.
I was doing the
That's
same thing, but
crazy.
it just I got the Bucks Jimmy.
I tried to do that
Bro,
too.
Jimmy's so hard to
Jimmy is so
move.
hard to move.
You got to find the
It
right
just wasn't-
team.
it
and
I
the
was
money
trying to
match
get
up.
Jimmy on the Bucks as well.
It just wasn't.
I got 2 Jimmy trades. I don't like any of them, but I was trying.
Oh, I got
bro.
one I like. I got one. Let's get them
All right,
started.
It was so hard to get
left,
him to
left
Milwaukee,
field,
man.
because this don't work because apparently the Cavs are not trading anybody. But left field, Darius Garland, the Miami Heat jersey.
Actually, I do have a Jimmy trade. You go first though.
Draft compensation I did not include. I'm sure there has to be something, but the breakdown of this, because there was a general manager or somebody that said Jimmy Butler will be getting traded this offseason. I know y'all saw that.
He's a reporter.
We'll see how true that really is. So like, Jimmy Butler goes to Cleveland in exchange for DG to PG and George Niang. And again, draft compensation go either way. But there's a trade for the Miami Heat to get a point guard finally for Bam Adebayo.
So you go Garland, Hero, Hami,
Sure.
Jovic, Bam.
I think you trade Tyler Hero too, because I don't like that backcourt defensively. But
That's what be holding me back. is
I'm
that
just going
Tyler
off
Hero.
what
You
you-
got to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
another trade for Tyler Hero.
right.
I'll go with my Jimmy trade.
Okay.
Jimmy goes to San Francisco.
I think the Heat say hell no. By the way.
So the Heat trade Wiggins, Gary Payton II, Kevon Looney, Moses Moody,
I think the Heat say hell no.
2 first-round
You
picks.
started me off with Wiggins.
They're getting 2 first-round picks. in
Okay,
this.
okay.
And a second.
How?
Via Milwaukee.
Oh, wait.
Milwaukee in the deal too?
No, the second-round pick.
Oh, it's from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Start over.
Wait. How can the Warriors give a first round pick because of the stipend rule?
I gave them 2025 and then 2028. They can do that.
The Warriors don't have a 2024. You
Yeah.
can't trade in consecutive years.
That's not consecutive years. You're trading
2024 and 2025 are back-to-back years, brother.
It worked. What do you?
Uh-oh.
Look at the.
supposed-
Look
He
at the-
say, who-
at the- but
who the
sometimes
real
it'll work
GM?
and it'll go at the bottom
No,
and tell you the
all
stipend
all
rule.
it is saying is that it does say stipend.
All it is saying is,
It-
oh
it
yeah,
worked.
you're right.
I had to. So
We'll
have to fix the pick. No,
right,
you're right.
But I want you to understand what the stipend rule is.
I thought it literally just said
Cool, but
it's-
listen to
you
what the
can't trade
stipend rule-
back-to-back
That's for the
picks.
people back home that don't know
in
either.
consecutive years.
Yes,
So when I just told you, you looked at me like I was crazy.
you're right. I didn't. You're right. I didn't see that. You're right.
But I'm telling you, brother, forget seeing it.
Yeah.
The stipend rule, you don't have to see it because you know the rule.
Yes.
Boom.
All right. My bad. I'll take that pick out. So those are the players. The Warriors now get Jimmy and Josh Richardson because Josh Richardson has to be in the deal for the money to be exact, like damn near exact for it to work.
I like the idea of Jimmy with the Warriors.
I do too.
If I'm the Heat, I'm like, I feel like I can do better.
Yep. Because when I think about the name and with the team, I was liking it. But then when I got there and I saw that I couldn't give him any draft capital, I went away. My Jimmy trade is
To Houston?
Left field.
Oh.
He goes to the Hawks.
Ooh.
The Heat get back Dejounte Murray, DeAndre Hunter, a 2025 first-round pick, and a 2025 second-round pick via Minnesota. And the Hawks get Jimmy Butler. Now you have Jimmy, Trae, Jalen Johnson. Do whatever you want to do with Capella. You still got the first overall pick, and you move.
Yeah, I like that.
Got Bogdanovich still. I don't know. Left field. It just depends on. I don't really have a grasp on what the Heat want and how they value Jimmy. I know they're gonna want players that can play now, but the draft capital kind of throws me off.
I have another Jimmy trade actually. I just saw.
Where he going?
He's going to New Orleans.
Okay.
For Brandon Ingram, Dyson Daniels, and 2 firsts.
See what I'm saying? I like that trade, but do the Miami Heat like that trade? Do they like Brandon Ingram? Do they like Dyson Daniels? Are they valuing draft capital, or do they want guys that can play now?
The Heat don't seem like that team that's just like whatever if we don't want this player, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, we'd rather just bring Jimmy back and do what we gonna do than go about a trade that we really don't want.
Yeah,
But
I think
again,
if you're
Jimmy
getting like
is
an
that
all-star
dude.
caliber player back and Brandon Ingram, I think that's something you gotta.
But we also know that their definition of an all-star caliber player is not ours. They looking for a specific player that fit what they do. I'm not saying it ain't Brandon Ingram.
How about a Carl Towns trade?
Wow.
Hey, new management came in and said, you know what? We don't want to be in this luxury tax as much.
Y'all
as,
got cat trades?
I did not make it.
I was trying to get him to the Magic.
What? Oh, shooting.
Space to
I
big
also
space
tried to
floor.
get him to the Magic too. I couldn't get there. This is one I've mentioned on the podcast before.
So what position is he playing on the Magic?
Honestly,
5?
I think he could play 5 just because they have like 3 dudes that's like 6'9", 6'10".
Okay.
Him and Paulo next to each other sound crazy.
Hey, Brooklyn. You can trade for Carl Towns and still have one more max spot next offseason still. That is Cam Johnson
Okay.
and Doe.
And who?
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Oh,
Make it money matches right there. You get 2 extra wings for Minnesota. Again, it's contingent on them deciding that they are going to trade Cat. And we
is
get
Brooklyn giving me any draft picks in this?
nope.
Hey,
I think they say no then.
if Minnesota really is like, we have to do so, like we can't run the same lineup or we got to make something for the money match, I don't think that's a bad like place to go. You get shooting and defense.
No, I just think when you're trading Cat, you got to get more back. He has more value than that.
I like those 2 players, but I definitely wish there was some draft compensation.
Yeah.
All right, what about this one? No
I like
draft
to think it for
compensation
the
either.
Nets too. What's the next one?
You know what would be a really good backcourt? Anthony Edwards had Trae Young. 1 for 1, straight up.
What's the 1-for-1?
Him and Carl Towns for Trae Young.
Hawks say hell no.
Oh, yeah.
Hawks got you on voicemail.
Okay.
So that means that the Hawks essentially are going to buy into DeJounte.
Yeah. That's the decision. And then
Pierre.
they draft Richard Sarr at first.
I was also I seen the reports yesterday.
Or maybe you do get Sarr. Well, Sarr said he's not going to Atlanta.
I seen the reports
That is
yesterday
so
of like
crazy.
Not even working out.
Yes, that is insane.
how it's some teams looking for. They said it's a starter quality big man on the market that's like available for trade or whatever. I seen Walker Kessler. They was like Walker Kessler is available for that.
Yeah.
Ain't he a whole starting center?
Not last year, really.
It was up and down. That sophomore year was not like that first year.
I mean that happens.
I just
though.
think the
Again,
Hawks.
it's
I
young.
just think the Hawks value Trae Young way more than
That's fair.
Karl Towns.
I had a 1-for-1 trade straight up. It was literally Jarrett Allen for Kyle Kuzma.
What the? Oh, they don't have no center.
They don't. They had oh shit. They had Gallinari
They're
running
going to
back
have
up
Alex
center.
Sarr in a couple days.
Is he
It's
the center?
potential. That's
Oh, I
yeah.
don't know.
Honestly,
He's
yeah.
7 foot, so I just kind of assumed that maybe.
I had a 1-for-1. Same kind of thinking as KB, just less. So Brooklyn, they want players, they want talent. Zach LaVine goes to Brooklyn for Ben Simmons.
And
Y'all
Ben-
the two
Ben
Bulls
Simmons
fans.
on the last
No,
year, right?
Brooklyn. I proposed this on Twitter. Brooklyn fans said, hell no.
Ben Simmons on the last year, right?
Yeah.
That's the only reason why you really do that.
Yeah.
So that
I mean,
means
that
we
makes
get a
sense.
season of Ben Simmons and Josh Giddey together.
Well, Ben Simmons
Ben
doesn't play
Simmons probably not
basketball.
gonna
Yeah,
play.
he's not gonna play.
It's more so to get off that
So
money.
the avenue the Bulls get
Yeah.
from this is You have Zach LaVine on that long-term deal. You take Ben and you got a shorter avenue to cut out $40 million.
Yep.
You're probably going to buy out Lonzo Ball too. Don't expect Lonzo. Apparently, I've been told not to expect Lonzo Ball to be a Bull. So, and then Brooklyn, this is your best avenue to really get somebody to put next to Mikal in the near soon future.
Yeah.
Because who else is there?
I had a Mikal trade. I had him leaving.
And I get why the Nets fans won't like that, but nothing that the Nets are doing, I think Net fans should like.
Yeah,
So
I mean, what the Nets are trying to do is really you waiting on another star, a star to get disgruntled or something to really open up. And I guess it's okay to be not patient or like be patient.
But the more patient you get, the more closer Mikal gets to free agency. And what if he just don't want to stay?
He definitely seen them Villanova boys down the street turning up. He definitely itching.
Mikal is a winner. He's used to winning. He played with the Villanova. He went to Phoenix, and right after he went there, they started to win. And now he just with Brooklyn.
Yeah. I had Mikal going to him in a situation in Memphis for Luke Kennard, Zaire Williams, and 2 first rounders and a second.
Is any of those first rounders number 9 of this year's draft?
Yes, it's number 9 from this year.
I feel like we turned down 4 first round picks from you a couple months ago.
Now the value went down. He lost a year on his deal.
yeah,
Chicago Bulls Jr.
classic D-Mills negotiation right there.
Zach LaVine trade. Joe Ingles in 18 for Zach LaVine.
Okay.
That's how bad it's got. Well, I mean, you get the 18.
I had a similar trade.
The
but
Magic can just take on.
they got
it. Yeah, they have money.
Going. Yeah, they have.
I had a similar
have
trade
money.
for another player.
I also had Jet Howard in that trade. I was like, they're not giving us back Jet Howard.
Joe Ingles, Anthony Black, first round pick, second round pick for Anthony Simons. He's a Magic.
No, Portland don't want Cole Anthony.
No.
I just feel like there's overlap there.
Yeah, I'm like, they don't want Cole Anthony.
Yeah.
I like Anthony Simons in Orlando.
He just needs somebody that can score.
Yeah, play make a little bit, take the ball out of Paulo's hands. It'll be interesting because like defensively, he's not giving you much.
But everybody else is.
Yeah, so
Zach LaVine won't be. That's why whoever they take, they gonna be looking for offense. Zach LaVine not giving you no defense either.
Yeah,
But it's like,
I think they have enough to where they can hire somebody.
yeah.
Any other trades?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I got a
trying to let y'all
I got
get
a
y'all
Jimmy
back.
Butler Houston Rockets trade that I hate.
Talk me into this one because I wanted this one, but I'm like, I don't see nothing I really
Yeah,
want to
no.
give.
If I'm the Heat, I'm like, why do I want Jalen Green right now? Just because we have Tyler Hero.
Damn,
And
yeah,
there's
I
just
didn't even
overlap
consider
there.
him.
But it was like
I didn't consider Jalen Green going nowhere.
it was number 3. It was 2026 from Brooklyn. Jalen Green, Steven Adams, Jeff Green for Jimmy. So it's really it's not a Miami Heat trade at all because it's like all youth and draft capital. But they are very interested in him. So, but they don't really have anything because like they want to keep Dylan Brooks in this hypothetical trade. So
Yeah, a trade
Jimmy
that I
and-
saw, they gave up Dylan Brooks, they gave up Jabari too.
Wow.
So it was like
I might be interested if I'm Miami and if Jabari's in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of nice to play alongside Bam, low key.
For me, I have Bruce Brown getting traded. The Lakers get him.
Oh.
Because they struck out on all the stars, but they got a nice role player. Gave Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt a second via Clippers, 2025 first round pick, and then they get Bruce Brown in return.
Is Brucey worth the first, you think?
No.
If Brucey ain't worth the first, he's not going to the Lakers. Because what the hell did he name that I want?
Yeah.
I got Emmanuel Quickly. You talking about Gabe? You starting off the trade with Gabe Vincent?
Gabe gave them like 1 or 2 good minutes last year.
He had 1-2 good defensive possessions, and that's it.
I tried to get Bogey Bogdan, not Bogey, the
Bojan?
Atlanta Hawks.
Bogdan.
Bogdanovich to the Mavs. Oh, that's the one you got to for 2 seconds. See, I want to give up a first, but the stipending rule prevents me from giving up a
They had
first.
to give it 2 seconds, yeah.
And if I'm Atlanta, I don't want 2 seconds. But hey, maybe Omax Prosper is like a fake first.
Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and a second round pick via Milwaukee to the Cavaliers for Brandon Ingram and Larry Nance.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Ingram and Larry Nance?
I can see something like that happening in real life. Get the center that the Pelicans be looking for. Get another wing if you're the Cavs.
The Kings get Kyle Kuzma. The Wizards get Kevin Huerter, Trey Lyles, and the 13th pick. This would have to happen on draft night because of the stipend rule.
Okay. I'm expecting to see a lot of trades on
I'm
draft
Kuzma
night.
to be
Honestly,
traded so bad.
Big
Every time
free
we
team
got a
trade.
trade, I
The
be wanting
Wizards,
Kuzma
I'm
to be
happy
traded.
for that deal.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that deal for the Wizards.
My last trade, 3 teams. Buckle in. The New York Knicks get Paul George. The Clippers get DeMar DeRozan and Nikola Vucevic.
Deal.
The Bulls get Bojan Bogdanovic, Mitchell Robinson, PJ Tucker, pick number 25 and pick number 24 in this year's draft.
Ew.
I'm not gonna lie. From the Bulls seem like they just.
You get rid of Vucevic.
That's the only positive.
You wanted to keep DeMar, but it's like we just go right into the rebuild, man. Why even do it? You flip Bojan Bogdanovic.
Too late first. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess.
I just looked at those picks as like to help you. You can package it with Bojan. You can package it with Zach. I don't know. But go ahead, get all of those guys going, man. Why hang on to it? Why?
I'm trying to figure out how we flip those 2 picks to get a higher pick.
You got another one. So you can give 3 to get, you know what I'm saying? 11, 24, 25 to
Get Donovan. Oh no, we just got Mitchell Robinson in that trade, right?
Yeah.
I'm down for every trade that gets rid of Vucevic, by the way. If they trade Vucevic, you know how I had the whole reaction video about the Caruso trade? You're not getting like a extreme overreaction from me on the Vucevic trade. We win whatever trade we do with Vucevic. Win every single one of them.
I hate it when it feel like that. I had a trade where I acted like I was a GM of the Suns, and I said we rebuild.
Wow, I love this.
I like that.
I love this.
We sending D-Book to the Magic. Anthony Black, Franz, Jonathan Isaac, and 2 firsts.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, that's a trade very similar to something I did in the 2K video.
Hell yeah.
Kevin Durant, you going back to OKC.
Oh, you breaking it all down.
Hey, stop at the Magic. What is they line up?
So the Magic, it would probably still be Jalen, D-Book, Paolo. Well, Paolo's a wing. They got to find a new wing because they have
Gary
to go
Harris or
Franz.
some shit.
Something like that, but now
Gary.
you got a guard and a scorer for your Magic team. And then
Because you still have money if you're Orlando, right? Because you gave up $17 million in Jonathan Isaac, and then Franz is still on this rookie deal. You might still have
You
a
gave
little.
up who? You gave up one more person too.
Yeah, who was it?
it was Franz. Let me go back.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's right in front of you, brother.
Anthony Black.
Anthony Black. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So
like,
yeah.
hey, KCP is available. Let's go get KCP out of free agency.
Thunder
That accelerates everything. You know, y'all got to start winning.
You really do.
Thunder get Kevin Durant back. They're trying to go all in for a championship. They trade away J-Dub, unfortunately.
Oh no, J-Dub got to be safe. Hey, Phoenix, you gave up every first round pick in existence. How about we just give you first round picks back?
Honestly, at that point, because they have money to spend.
With your trade, the Suns would have been decent. They would have got back Anthony Black, Franz, J-Dub.
And then Usman Dang in there too.
Ooh.
I mean, when you trading Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal, you definitely
No,
forget.
Bradley Bill's still on
Devin
the
Bradley Beal is
Booker.
staying.
I meant Devin Booker. I meant Devin Booker.
Bradley Beal is staying.
No, I meant Devin Booker.
So
My bad.
I can't trade that
Your
one.
lineup is Anthony Black, Brad Beal, Franz Wagner,
J-Dub, and then
J-Dub.
whoever we put at center. Nurkic, you can go out there for a little bit before we buy you
Bradley
out.
Beal has to stay. He has no other avenue.
Back
but
on
to
the
stay.
Wizards again.
Yeah, he would have to
Phoenix
want out
Wizards.
as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Sam Presti's like, nah, we cool with
And
J-Dub.
doesn't his 10% kicker still follow him?
Oh, I don't know. I like breaking down the Suns though.
Yeah, that
What
was
other
fun.
team? Now, yeah, what
Because
other
you just
team
got to
be
get
interested in
young
Kevin?
picks, or a lot of picks and a lot of young
We'll
players.
take Kevin.
Sure, yeah.
The Knicks, we'll take him.
You
Y'all
trade
had
Kevin
Julius?
for 24, 25.
I was looking for a trade for Julius too.
I was too. The only other it was like another Karl Anthony Towns trade.
Okay.
Karl Anthony Towns is up in New York. Julius Randle and Bojan. I'm struggling with the Bogdanoviches today. Apparently.
You're struggling with every name.
Yeah, it's been a tough one for me. No breakfast, nothing. Not even a banana. Usually I have a banana, a
You
granola
love-
bar or
you
something.
love bananas.
I do love
And
bananas.
cucumbers.
Can eat like 2 bananas a day, 3 bananas a day, depending
3
on.
bananas a day? Damn. You getting
You got a lot of
you getting that
potassium in you.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong with that, though.
yeah. Potassium's good for what?
I don't know.
Oh,
Is it
I
good
know
for
it's
your
good
gut?
for you.
I have no
I
idea.
know all
I was
fruit is
asking.
essentially good for gut health.
Yeah, just a little fibrous.
Yeah.
Gets you going when you
It
struggling.
helps you stay hydrated.
Yes.
I've
yeah.
also
Getting a lot
heard
of
that
water.
bananas slow down your metabolism. That's why monkeys are a little chunky.
Huh. I thought they were just ripped as shit.
They are kind of ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you're
Also-
swinging from vines or swinging on trees all day, you gonna
Is
have
that a
muscle.
stereotype? Is that a monkey stereotype that they're banana eaters?
I know.
I don't know if I've ever seen a
Did
monkey
he
eat a
just
banana.
racially call you a
I
indirect
just
No.
seen a video. I just seen a video where they opened up this box of bananas.
Oh, I saw that
And the
video.
monkey,
They was going
they
crazy.
was all went in and they was opening it up. They put one in their mouth and they took one and
Yeah.
it was gone.
Yeah, I'm
So
just talking.
I'm gonna say they like
Yeah,
bananas a lot.
They do like bananas. Plantains. Y'all plantain guys?
I've never had one.
Is it
I've
just
had
a smaller
plantains.
banana.
How is it different than a banana in taste?
You
well,
had it cooked?
Some of them are like steamed and some of them are like fried. So like it's different.
I know
I
you
like-
had.
I like
I know
the
you
more
had
steamed
those.
ones.
I know you had fried before.
I've tried them. I like the steamed
How
ones
is it?
better. They good.
My
They
girl
good.
likes plantain chips, like the ones that's kind of
know.
like
Yeah,
dried
I'm
up.
not a fan. I'm not a fan of the fried ones. I've never had good ones.
I've never had any of them. I've seen them though.
Speaking of good food, you finally went to Johnny's, my boy.
Oh, I did.
You was asleep, bro. You was
I was-
asleep.
I've been asleep.
27 years.
Yeah, you was asleep heavily,
Them
brother.
beats all little and shit now.
They did have a big one. I had so much food, I didn't get the big one. But
What all you get?
I've never had Johnny's before, man. That was
What all you get?
He got a
Italian.
hot dog, fries, Italian beef, and a big ass Italian ice.
sausage.
Oh, you had
And
Italian
Ita-
sausage?
Yeah, and that Italian ice so damn good.
Yeah, that's the main reason to go, honestly, at this point in time.
Cause that's by y'all. That's by ain't that by out west?
It's, close to my grandma's house.
Yeah, that's
We used to go there all the time.
yeah. It was busting too. There's a lot of people there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a line for sure. You went on a weekend?
Yeah, no.
You went on Tuesday after the show.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be a. It's just now that it's hot, it's be a line. I took Dana once and I'm like, I forgot it's gonna be a line.
I thought for sure it wasn't a better Italian beef than Portillo's. That shit.
Oh,
was
did you say it was?
Yeah.
Maybe
Even
I gotta go
without
back.
cheese,
I
I
ain't
was
been in a
like-
long time.
Did
Wait,
you
wait.
Did you post an Italian beef recently? Was that from Johnny's or was that
Yeah,
from?
that was from.
Oh, I just
Portillo's
remember
was
I-
the number one beef to you?
Because I really only had Portillo's.
I don't have a
Teddy's.
lot.
I
Yeah,
seen,
Teddy's another
I
one.
seen him
Bona.
post that picture, and one of the first comments is like, "Ooh, I'm finna go get one right now."
That's how that shit made me.
yeah.
Johnny's is still good. It ain't like it's bad, but it's just the line and the shit.
How long did it
But
take you to get there?
25 minutes.
It's not bad. On a Tuesday, right? Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
not bad at all.
It wasn't too bad. Traffic wasn't too terrible.
Yeah, if
It's
you try to
definitely a
go
place-
today,
It's gonna be wrapped.
that
It's
line
definitely a
gonna be
place
crazy.
that I will revisit, go back to again.
Yeah, it's good.
And congratulations on 20,000, my boy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
20K, big 20K.
Well,
And that's
moving
without
on
even
up,
going.
moving on up.
And that's without me even putting in the full effort that I could.
Don't say that aloud.
Yeah.
Just please don't say that
keep to
aloud.
yourself, like in the back of your mind.
Yes,
That's the
It
back.
just make it feel like you didn't earn that shit. You just
Right.
got it because
No,
we do a
no,
podcast.
no. Like I feel like I have put in the work. Like I definitely did at the beginning.
You just crawled that all
No, but like
the way back.
I just haven't been consistent as I could. I wouldn't say I didn't put in the work. I haven't been consistent.
Yeah, you did learn how to edit, which is something I didn't expect you to do.
You think my edits are good?
It gets the job done.
when can me and you
Compared
do a
to the
video?
first
I
edits,
got a
yeah,
video
they're amazing.
that I want us to do.
Do you color correct your videos?
I adjust the shadows and exposure.
So yes, a little
You
bit.
tell,
Okay.
'cause it
Yeah.
should be a little-
Because I didn't know if that was your camera or it's like your
Why? It's-
style.
it's
This-
like-
no, it's just not what the eye sees, which is not a bad thing.
Okay.
I just didn't know
Like,
if that
when
was
I-
your camera or
When
not.
I didn't do it before, everybody would say your exposure is way too high, and like they can't see. So I had
So you
called
do
Austin.
it. You do it in post.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to ask Austin like, how do I do this?
Oh, because you know off your phone.
Yeah, and I tried to adjust the exposure on the phone, and I would upload, and they would still say the exposure is really
Would
bad.
you ever buy a camera?
I might. Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
I just
invest
bought a
in one.
camera. I'm getting it today.
Okay.
The videos I've been shooting the golf stuff with, that camera is as elite as you can get. It's a handheld. It's like this big, bro.
Yeah, I
saw
saw. I saw
somebody-
you use
The
it.
DJI, yeah.
I saw somebody talk about. I was watching a video about cameras because I'm like, I want me a new camera. Let's do a video though.
Where? Like here?
No. We're gonna go eat.
No. I'm saying like in Chicago. Did you want?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do one soon.
I want to do a video where I ranked like the best hot dogs in Chicago, where I went around the whole city.
That
and
would
tried
be.
That
Or
would
like-
be it. That would be it.
all the deep dishes.
That would be
tier
it.
rank.
You gotta
I
go to
want to
that one
start
spot.
calling restaurants and seeing if I can come in the kitchen and get footage of stuff going on.
You should, but you know
And
what
he
you're
going
going to
behind
do.
the scenes.
Like I want to try
What
that.
you should do is then that's when you use this shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a full reviewer. I also work with you got to throw that ESPN. But if you just say, yeah, I'm a 20,000, they gonna be like, somebody it's a kid on TikTok that's doing way better than that.
The food content is just so many different avenues you could go down if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Like renting an Airbnb and filming like 7 videos where you're cooking. And
Yeah,
just
I was gonna
stash
say,
it
have you ever thought
would be
about that?
dope.
cooking, yeah, but I just never wanted to do it in my kitchen.
That's what I'm saying. Get an Airbnb.
Bro,
You have
I
more
swear,
space.
Anytime, and I do this a lot too. When like you're thinking about something to eat, first place my girl, she's going on TikTok to look for like ideas on how to cook shit.
Yeah.
And that's like, bro,
TikToks and Pinterest.
yeah. And honestly, you could have the same
bro,
shorts on YouTube too.
Keep him away from me. And when you read that and you look through the pictures, show Mike. Keep him away from me.
Wait. I gotta lock in.
I want. The reason I want to do something because I want to take you somewhere that you've been. And I want to really get you review. I want to get some of my favorite shit and see how you react to it.
Okay. I think that'll be fun.
What a funny individual, bro.
Mike, keep him away from me.
I know my brain is not working. It took me way too long to read those 2 sentences, bro. I had to like start over like 4 times. I'm just not all the way there. Right
Hey,
No,
Mike,
he funny.
Keep him away from me, man.
He funny, bro.
Keep him away from me.
oh man.
But yeah, I like food content too.
What about you, Mike? The streaming shit. You feel like you've been have you been given a full effort?
No, no.
No, I haven't. But this is off season now, so this is my time to get locked in. There's a lot of like late nights for the games beyond and everything like that. But this is my time to come back.
Can I ask what's that rooted in for both of y'all?
What?
What's up?
Not giving like the full effort in something like
I
that
feel like for me, my time schedule has like shifted. So like I just can't
because of the baby.
I can't do things how I used to. So like
Would you say you was giving maximum effort before the baby? Don't use
not
that
all
baby
the
as an
time, no.
excuse.
But like I felt like I had a lot of freedom to where like if I could get up and just go, I could just go. Now I can't just get up and just go. And I used to do my videos during the day where like now I don't want to drive to the city at 5 o'clock.
Sure.
So like
Hell no, you don't.
so like, and I did a lot of my videos before in the city because I would go at 11 or 12, and it was so easy. And now it's like, do I want to go to the north side at 5? Nah.
Yeah.
And it's just always, I don't know. It's a little deflating.
I think my problem is, whenever I do usually stream, it's like I'm a very at night person. Like I usually I can stay up to 1 or 2 and still be streaming, whatever like that. I think a lot of times I had like a lot of shit going on. So like I'll get home and I'll be like, I just know I'm going to be in for a long night. So I'm like, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll just put it tomorrow.
Do you
And
ever play in your stream?
Huh?
Do you ever play in your stream? Or do you all go into
Nah.
all of them kind of blind?
Not really. I've had playing streams in before, but usually I just kind of hop on. And they usually know like the timer, like the usual times that I'm on.
Yeah,
But
I think
I could do something different where I kind of adjust my schedule where it's more so like, I don't know, I stream at like noon or some shit.
I streamed for the first time
But
2
again,
days ago.
I
That shit
like
was
streaming
fun.
at night. You know, I feel
Streaming
like
is
people
fun.
just be chilling. They're at home. They're in the crib. They're looking for something to do. Like, I don't want to boot up stream. It's just like, this motherfucker, he's at school or whatever. So he can't tune into the stream, you know?
yeah.
But I think that's all just kind of figuring out. But having the summer back definitely got me a lot more time, especially at night. So I'm trying to get into it.
Yeah, I had a good stream 2 days ago, just chilling. That's what I
Yeah.
told them. Like, I'm gonna start back streaming, but I'm not playing no games or doing nothing silly. I'm chilling.
Can't wait for. I can't
College
wait
football?
for the
That's
college
what I told. I
football.
said the one game I will play is college football, but after that, we chilling, bro.
Yeah, I like the WWE streams.
Oh yeah, you ain't did one in a minute.
Because like Mania season ended and then like playoffs started right after. So like I wasn't really watching wrestling. Because like Monday nights, Friday nights, it's always games. It's literally games every day. At least during the season, if it's a dead Monday or dead Sunday, ain't nothing going on, I can always just hop on.
I need to do another
24.
Augs battle.
An Augs
No,
battle?
I can't. I don't know how the hell I did that 24.
You should do an Aux battle. That would be perfect. You be doing shit and you burn that shit out fast. You was doing them Aux battles. Don't. Now that you gave us some time, that shit probably hit
No,
again.
you got to do it 24, but you got to bring Kevin Hart and Drewski.
Oh yeah, definitely,
I do a 24 with you.
bro. You know what's crazy? I want to thank y'all.
You have to get hibachi though.
I gotta thank y'all. During that 24, I had to be like 16 hours in, and I think KB came in there and he was like, "You still going?" Me and the guys, he's talking about y'all. He's like, we had like a little bet or something that you was gonna stop. I was like, oh, they did. So that gave me the strength to finish out the rest, and I was like, bet.
Y'all want to hear a funny story that happened recently?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So someone was fired on my behalf. On their behalf.
Wait,
You
time out,
said
time
on
out,
your
time out,
behalf.
time out.
though,
You
to
said on your
start.
behalf.
I was involved, but I didn't know I was involved.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
They was doing some shit that
Was they fired on your behalf or not?
No, on their behalf. But I was involved.
Did you snitch?
No.
So it's on your behalf.
No,
if you're involved,
just listen to the story.
okay.
Just listen.
Okay, you're right.
I'm involved, but I didn't do anything. So I called this pet store. I need to get my dog a haircut because the girl that we normally go to, that we just started going to actually, her dad's in the hospital. She's not available. She's not answering phone calls. So I called a place we used to live by. I'm like, hey, I want to bring in my dog or whatever. She's like, okay, what's your name? I gave her my number or whatever. She's like, oh, is this Darrick? She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh my God. Thank you so. She was like, I'm sorry for the last interaction that you had here. And I'm like, what happened what happened to my last visit? I don't remember it. She was like, oh, my last assistant manager that I hired, she asked you when you walked in, are you here to cause trouble?
What?
And I was like, oh my God. I probably gave her like a fake little chuckle or whatever and just kept going. Like I wasn't paying her no attention. And she was like, oh no. One of my other employees noticed and they brought it to my attention. And I was like, oh wait, is that the lady that was following me through the store when I was shopping? And she was like, yeah. She was a little weird. And I was like, I noticed she was following me, but I didn't acknowledge what she said to me at the beginning because like I was probably in my own zone. Like
You're probably on your phone or something.
Yeah, I
walking
probably literally just wasn't paying her no attention when she said that. But I'm glad dude noticed and he said something about it. And I was like, I noticed she was following me through the store, but that first statement, it literally went over my head and I was not paying her no attention.
Wow.
And she was like, I just want you to know that you are welcomed here and that we appreciate your business.
And this is at a pet grooming place? Wow. Somewhere local?
Naperville, yeah.
Oh, on brand. Definitely on brand.
Are you here to cause trouble, pal?
That's crazy to me, man.
Yeah.
But I've had an experience with something like, not to that extreme, where something went over my head too.
Oh.
And something like that. But
I had the same problem when I was working at Goodwill, and it was a long ass line or whatever, and the person that was up next said it just didn't come to my register, and I was just really like, at first I was like whatever, but then it's just somebody else opened up right next to me and they went right there, and then the other person just came to me and they said the same shit like, what was that? And I was like, I don't know, but I don't even know, like it's something that's like it could have been like a microaggression or some shit like that. But at the same time, it's just like I probably wouldn't even paying attention to kind of notice it.
Those be my favorites. When something go over my head, I'd be like, thank you, God. Because if it didn't go over my head, I would have treated your ass. And then if you would have elevated, I would have tested your jaw.
Bro, you know how they got the parking lot out here?
Saw how good it was working.
The parking lot, they working on the parking lot. I'm coming up to the dude that's working construction, whatever he doing. He like, yo, I'm asking him how to get in. He like, yo, what are you looking for? I work in the building, dog. Like, I'm trying to get in. He like, oh, okay.
See, yeah. That was just such a funny interaction because I was like, I literally was not paying her no attention.
Yeah, that was which was good because that made her ass feel even more stupid. You so irrelevant that I don't even register you.
And she was like, yeah, I fired her immediately when I got back. And I was like, wow. And I think she genuinely felt bad because she hired her. Mm. And like I had went there a lot when I lived in Naperville because it was right around the corner. So like I was consistently in there. I was like a regular. So like she recognized my voice. And she was like, I just want to really apologize to you. And I'm happy you're still coming back to us.
W manager, man.
Target did that to me before.
For real?
Nobody got fired, but what happened was there was a night me and Dana had went and we were leaving. Somebody stole some baby clothes. Oh. They act like they was going to the register and then they ran out and they ran by us and dude bumped it to Dana. She fell. And so they pulled off and everything. It was like they really knew that they was finna go in there and steal. We was just thrown off. It was so much going on.
First of all, that's just terrible. He's stealing baby clothes.
Baby clothes, bro.
And hopefully it got to where it needed to be, but damn.
And the next day I go in because I always go to Target. And so now the next day, like you, because of where we from, I always know my surroundings. It's just I just always have to be that way. And so everywhere I'm going, I'm seeing this Target security person.
Oh.
Everywhere I'm going, I'm seeing this person. I'm trying not to be that person because I don't want to believe that you're following me.
That's how I felt in the pest one. I was like, I noticed she was following me, but like, I ain't want to say nothing because I thought she was doing her job.
Right. So I'm like, I don't want to make no scene, and I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be a victim because I come to this Target all the time. I never have a problem. But now I'm in places that I'm not even looking for shit, and I'm seeing you. I'm cutting through shit. This is before I had Penny. I didn't even have a dog. I was in a dog aisle to cut through, and I'm seeing you. So I end up leaving. I told Dana. Dana was like, "Oh, I'm calling them. I'm finna be a Karen because that's unacceptable." You know what I'm saying? We go to that Target all the time. You spend a lot of money there, whatever. So I'm like, okay. She ended up calling, and they was like, they admitted. They like, obviously we don't know, we can't say what exactly was going on, but we can say that because of the incident yesterday, and y'all know because Dana told them we was there, everybody is on pins and needles. So it probably, we're not denying it. That probably happened. But we're apologizing. They end up giving us like gift cards and shit like that to try to make up for it. But
this is one lady that always be, every time I be at Myers and I be checking out my stuff, I usually go to like the little self-checkout.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of stuff in my cart, and it could be at like, it's 6 lanes, everybody using a little self-checkout. And I'll be like in the back, kind of like away from whatever. You know how they have like the little thing where they stand at? She'll come all the way to the back and like lean by me. And she'll be kind of looking over, and she'll be like, "You need help scanning? You need help?" I'm like, "Leave me alone, dog." If I needed help, I would have went to the cashier.
That's why I don't like going to Best Buy now. I used to love going to Best Buy, but every time I walk into Best Buy, they
Do we
like,
help you find something? Like
yeah,
that type
they
of shit?
ask me like, "What am I looking for?" I don't know. I don't know yet. Damn, can I walk in? You literally go through the door and they're right there. Yeah, we'll bring you in today. What you looking for?
Or
Hey,
sometimes
low-key, I kind of mess with that because a lot of times I
You be
do have a
looking for
reason
stuff?
to be
Yeah.
there.
Sometimes I'll just be there and I don't have a because if I have a reason, I'm gonna get it online, Brody. I ain't gonna lie to you.
sometimes I go into Best Buy and I need help and there's nobody there to help me. And
Nah,
I'm just like,
that's crazy.
that's why I love
What Best
Micro
Buy are
Center.
you going to? Because Best Buy I go to ain't never been a person.
I was
that
gonna
The one
say,
by the
they-
crib, they always
there.
Always
two
there.
people.
That's crazy because I walk in sometimes and I'm literally walking around looking for stuff myself. And
Damn.
There's no one in there.
I don't know if that's ever happened to me there. I
Never.
feel like
Yeah.
they legit had a person right by
there.
the door.
They
that-
used to it.
That's his
Yeah,
job.
they used to for
he
sure.
gets paid to do
But I've
exactly
definitely gone in
that.
there a few times where it was like I guess they was understaffed.
Was it late? It had to be like late.
No,
or
it was
something.
early, and I usually go early. And I guess they was understaffed and they ain't had nobody. And then I had to go all the way up to the front desk, but like, do y'all have this? And then they be like, no. Then I'll go to Micro
What
Center.
Target are you going? I mean, what Best Buy are you going to? Because the one in our area don't play. It's literally a person, like Mike says, damn near his job because he stands
No,
there.
there has been people there, but I've definitely had some days where there hasn't been no one there.
He went
That's
to the
crazy.
bathroom break or something.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
probably.
Went to the bathroom.
You've had multiple times, or you had one time that was in Granny
No,
break?
it was like a few times.
Yeah, I wish
I probably was just unlucky.
I wish I went during those times because I'd be tired of them in my face.
I would, because the Micro Center, I love it when I could just go there, find somebody, and they know exactly where everything is.
Yeah, you come here to cause trouble.
That's crazy. I was
Must
like,
have been intimidated.
Now,
who?
you'd have been wrong.
Who the hell for the cause trouble in a pet store?
You've been wrong if you put some
That's a
down.
very good question.
What if you threw a litter box at it? You'd have been wrong.
the lightweight one or the regular weight one.
Just a saying, not literally the box to hit it or nothing, but just a saying.
You know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have showed you too. I showed the people in my Discord. I got my cat something. It's basically like, you know how they be chasing the lasers? It's like a little, like robotic little thing, but it has a laser and then it basically just does it like random for it.
Oh.
And it was only $20, so it's kind of cool.
I saw that lasers were bad for cats.
Really?
I remember y'all
Like they
having this
get into the eye?
conversation.
I forgot what's bad about it, but I think it does something to them.
I don't know. It's something I got to look up. But my cat, she loves lasers.
I had to take my dog to the vet yesterday. She had got some more shots and some blood work. That was the first time I heard her cry.
Oh yeah, that little yelp.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's the first time I heard her cry at the vet, I should say.
Yeah. Those little yelps when they get the shots, it do be like, ooh. Or like when you hear your baby when I heard Ivy get her first shot.
Oh, you ain't see it?
No, I saw
Yeah.
Ivy get her first shot, but like when she started crying, I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
she's hurt.
How long?
Oh my
did
God.
Down for the count.
How long did that cry last? The baby's cries are the funniest because
Like
they do
10
that.
seconds.
Yeah.
It's usually like 5 to 10 seconds, and then she stopped. But then they be in such a bad mood the rest of the day.
What's her
'Cause they
favorite
leg
thing
hurt.
to get her mind off of that?
Nothing really. It's just it just happens.
So if she's
Even
crying,
if you like give her a bottle, and like it happens, she's gonna stop drinking a bottle and start crying.
so if she's crying, like nothing, you can ain't no toy.
I mean, you can probably try to make her laugh, but she's pretty. If she's upset, she's upset.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I feel her.
You can relate
I can relate
to the 7-month-old.
When you upset, don't you have the right to be upset?
Sometimes I'll be upset at stupid shit, so I'm gonna say
Same.
no.
I mean, you don't have the right.
I just
though.
told you I was upset because Best Buy trying to overly help.
They doing their job. You tell
They
me, what are you
doing too
doing?
damn much.
One of my favorite things is like having that and then self-reflective. Like I was really mad about something very stupid right there.
Oh, for sure. I do this shit all the time with Elena. I'd be like, man, I was probably too mean, or I was probably like, I could have probably just agreed with her and said like, I'll go with you there or whatever, instead of being like a jackass or whatever.
Well, what about to a stranger? Because I think everybody do that to their girl. It's easy.
I've
To a
never been mean to
stranger?
a stranger.
I don't really
I've
talk to people.
I've been
like,
mean to strangers.
you know what I'm saying? I
They've
don't-
been mean to me.
I go into places with both headphones in. Don't talk to me, please.
So like, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Last week, I was going to a donut place. The reason I was going to this donut place is my dog really enjoys drives, and the donut place that we go to, I feel like is a good enough drive to get her to get out the house, and then we can go back, and it's cool. We're driving, and we going fast. We going like 5 or 10 over the speed limit. Some dude behind us doing all this extra shit, and then that's one thing. But as he passed, he looked at us. But he did that because me and her went into a lane where we stopped to make a left. So I said, oh. So I clicked my right on, got behind his ass. No, I'm not making a left no more. Now we finna see each other up here. Before we could get to a light, you know what he did? He turned his ass into a T-Mobile Chipotle lot. Like, he wasn't getting no damn Chipotle at 10:10. 10 o'clock in the morning, he ain't getting no damn Chipotle.
Yeah.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. If you want to go around, go around. But I'm driving with my dog. We chilling. We ain't don't do that, bro.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Looking all crazy, trying to mean mud. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. You an old ass man.
That happened to me going up north.
You get
once.
your ass whooped. You 48, you get your ass
You know, I
whooped.
keep that
And
tire.
and
I
I'm
keep
gonna
that
tell
tire iron
Penny,
in my trunk.
I'm gonna say, Penny, do what you do. You got what in your trunk?
That tire iron.
I got a whole golf set in the trunk. Wait. And
Could it be Tiger Woods?
and this ain't my get up. It was a gift, KB. It was a loaner gift for my starter kit. So if I need to fuck, I'll do it. Hole in one. Damn it.
My shit in my back. My shit in my back too.
I got something else.
Oh, you got that
I
thing.
ain't trying to end nobody.
Golf club. You fucking in somebody.
I wasn't gonna hit him in the head. I was gonna hit him in his leg. Tell us that you ain't finna drive for a long time. The same way I gotta walk my dog, his wife had to walk your way. Come on, man. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's like a Sunday. Me and my dog kicking it. Don't do that. If you want to go around and drive fast, you got every right to do that. But that mean mugging, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. I hate when people do that. It just for us to end up at the same light, and then you don't even want to look at me.
What's crazy about it is that road rage is such at an all-time high that like it ain't even worth getting into no sort of road arguments,
It's not.
incidents, or anything.
It's not.
People get out their cars and just start shooting now.
They
I
do.
just saw a video, and I that's why I just don't be on Twitter. It was literally something like that.
Oh,
where
wow.
road rage incident ended up with somebody getting shot. And I saw the full video, not knowing what I was getting myself
see
into.
that all the
There was
time.
no little discretion that
Yeah.
it was about to be guns involved or nothing like that. I'm like, yeah.
One of my homies had somebody
Oh, wow.
hop out on him.
So yeah,
And a McDonald's line, too. So it was something he couldn't control. He said dude hopped out with a Draco.
Damn.
2024.
But see, I had to get behind Buddy because I knew he wasn't on shit. Sometimes I could just, when I can look at you and
He's
see that
driving
you ain't
the,
on shit, I'm like, come on, bro.
You just got that look.
And
they
I'm
got
not
they
on shit
looking in
either.
their eye.
I'm not on shit either. I'm not getting out I'm not fighting or doing no shit like that, especially not at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But it's just like, What are we doing?
One beef at 10 in the morning is crazy.
You feel me? What we doing? And I'm just driving with the dog. I'm just getting my dog at the crib.
It'd be crazy seeing people like get into it at airports. I'm just like, bro.
It's one of the last places I want to do anything.
The last. When y'all get into it on the airport, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna call your mama.
See, I see somebody was trying to, they was trying to, I guess, give some more like additional information to it because they were talking about like the ban list or whatever. Because somebody's like, that's got to be like one of the worst scenes. 'Cause you can't travel no more, and somebody's like, well, you just can't travel with that same
You just
airline.
can't fly with that airline.
You can travel with other ones.
One
So
less
like,
airline for me is the worst.
The fact somebody know that means
Yeah.
that
They
they
was
too
on
deep into
their own
it.
bullshit.
Yeah, they too
Yeah.
deep into it.
Yeah, but I'm glad you did say that because on the road, I normally mind my business. You can't really react to me on the road. I don't do you because I'm doing me. And I be seeing some crazy shit. I be hearing about crazy shit too. I don't know what it is about the road shit, bro.
could y'all ever drive them motorcycles, bro?
No.
No.
Every time I see a motorcyclist, I'm like, what are you doing? Why?
The speed. It was one time it was traffic. He just going through the little cars.
that'd
I'm
be-
like,
that'd
bro,
be the wildest.
you tripping, bro.
Yeah. The thrill of it doesn't seem worth the risk.
Yeah.
It seems very fun. but
Anytime you're on the road, you're trusting that everybody is going to do their part. You trust that the oncoming traffic not going to swerve to you. But you have also a I don't know how many pounds cars weigh.
Yes.
7,000 pound thing that's
Behind you,
going to
protecting
protect
you.
you.
Bro, a
When you're a
motorcycle is
motorcycle,
once-
you don't got none of that, man.
A motorcycle, like last summer or so, drove past me and Angie driving, and he flicked us off. And we was like, what's his problem? He said, stop throwing shit out your window. We didn't throw nothing out the window. You know, it was a bag flying in traffic, and it went under our car. And it flew out. And he assumed that we threw that out the car.
You could have ended his whole life by just veering
Well,
off
he
to the
would've
left just a
also
little
ended
bit.
his life too.
Yeah, I guess
probably.
that's true.
But like I was like, bro, come on.
Yeah,
now.
it's just too much, bro.
I ain't throw that plastic bag out the car.
Hey, one last thing before we get out of here. Back to like the not giving it all.
Yeah.
If y'all go into content creation without thinking about the podcast check and think to yourself, this is my way of making money,
Yeah.
you will lock the fuck in. I'm telling you. If you think about it as your only job, you be locked.
YouTube video dropping tonight on
But you
my
know,
channel.
yours should be streaming though.
It
Clip
do.
outs from the show.
I agree with KB. I just did it this last month
My
because of the
fault.
playoffs, and the check I just
Check
got
just hit
from
a couple days
YouTube,
ago.
I was like,
Yeah.
see the difference.
I just think about it. That's the way I think about it, man. Every time I film in this video, time I pay the
Every
mortgage.
college.
The funny thing about us is we got each other too.
Mm-hmm.
So like you could always hit me up and be like, P, come do this challenge with me or some shit, and I'll do it with you.
Yeah.
It go right on your channel. Ain't like I'm finna be like, man, whose channel is it gonna live on?
Yeah. I had a down month. Mike. I had a down month.
Damn, only 2,000.
Right. Yeah. Down month. Just lock in, bro. That's the only. This is how you pay it. Because we know we got the podcast money.
That's a nice down month.
Yeah. We know you got the podcast money. But if you go to streaming thinking like,
But see, what he
I
did
make
say
$0.
was that Cody and Cole get 60 of that.
Damn.
Yeah.
The day KB gives somebody 60% of his channel, I'm gonna be like, what's going on, bro?
No, not of his channel, of that check.
Yeah, I know. The revenue.
No. But it's just for that particular check.
Oh,
You weren't in the Discord.
okay.
And then Suzanne get the other 15.
my overhead is so low. I have a dumb thumbnail designer. I still edit all my videos, so I'm not paying anybody really. That's my boy Jonathan. Shout out to Jonathan. We appreciate y'all watching, listening. Remember, NOTBlive.com, so you can come see us in Vegas.
Please
Also
do.
tune in to the live stream that we're going to be doing for the NBA draft. All of that's going to be extremely fun. We need you there. And
Bring gifts.
Bring gifts, sure.
Let's have a ball. Let's have fun, man. I know we gonna have fun.
Yeah.
We gonna have a ball.
They know what they bringing me.
Everybody girls coming, right? For sure.
Yep.
My girl coming here.
We
We
gonna have a
locked
ball.
in. VIP.
See y'all soon.